We good back there?
Yeah, we good. We on. Mics is on.
Shit hot?
Yeah, they hot right now.
Nyla, be careful.
Hold up.
Why?
Yeah, shit is hot. Mics is on.
Mics
Lord.
is definitely on.
Okay.
Welcome to another episode of the Need to Know podcast. What you need to know, when you need to know, on the Need to Know podcast. We are back with another very, very special episode. We told y'all this is going to be the Musical Chairs podcast. I did not lie.
No, we haven't lied yet.
We ain't lied yet, Alex.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Alex, you fake introduced her, and I don't even know if she necessarily needs an introduction at this point. She's family. She brought in the new year with us, started New Year's with us.
A star.
You see her everywhere. She's basically like family, cousin at this point.
Absolutely.
Like a cousin at this point.
Yeah.
Our names are very similar.
Who?
The names of our shows.
Yeah.
The names of our shows.
We both need some.
We both need a little bit.
That's what's up.
You get what I'm saying?
We both need some.
For sure. But with that being said, I go by the name Savon, S-A-V-O-N. And the N this week is for our lovely guest, Nyla.
Nyla.
Yeah.
I'm putting the N for Nyla, man.
What's up, guys?
Why not?
I love that. What's up, girl? Nyla from We Need to Talk.
Yes.
In the
Yes,
building.
indeed.
How
Which,
are you?
by the way, when I'm talking to certain people, they'll be like, yeah, because your podcast Need to Know. And I'm like, damn, my podcast is not called Need to Know. It's actually-
Oh,
But
shit. They
I
be getting
just-
confused?
I let it
That's
rock.
a good confusion. Yeah, keep confusing her.
We all need that.
That's a good confusion. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, as always, the Paco Ramon Poppy. Never alone, always with a posse. What it do, y'all? Y'all
What's
look
going
good.
on?
Y'all smell good.
Thank you.
Fits is nice.
Thank you. I'm not going to take that credit because we've been doing a lot of episodes together. You ain't never said I smell good. So I'm going to just say that's Nyla.
No, that means you smell good every day.
That's Nyla.
Now, the moment I come out and say you ain't smelling nice, now
Then
that's
be
when
concerned.
you gonna have a problem.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah,
What's
you been
going on,
good.
Nyla? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How are you guys?
I'm doing
we
great.
missed you, man.
I missed you guys too.
Word?
Yes. I want to hold y'all to it. Y'all said that we were going to do an R&B draft.
We are.
I want to make sure we still do an R&B draft. I want parts.
Okay, no,
We definitely are.
That's the only reason why we haven't done an R&B draft yet. For those of you that keep up with us, we did a 2010s hip hop draft however many months ago, and Nyla saw it and wants to be a part of the next one.
A whole lot of people saw it.
Mad people saw it.
Mad
a lot
pods.
Clock it.
A lot of pods
Yeah.
seen that shit.
Didn't they?
Nah, they was going crazy
Niggas be
with it.
seeing everything, huh?
But no, we definitely gonna do that, and we would love to have you for that. Honestly,
Nasty work.
I think that's
That is nasty
Now I
work.
let her back to
Yeah,
that.
I
I,
said
like
it to
that
Alex. I said, what is going on?
shit. I just shook my head, didn't I?
You did. You did.
But when we do it, we go do it the right way, and we go definitely have you on for that.
For
Okay,
sure,
bet.
absolutely.
Yeah. Especially
absolutely.
talking music with the two of y'all, like, it
Calm
fuels
down,
me.
though.
I like that shit.
But calm down,
Nah,
though.
for real, I like that shit, bro. You don't
Yes.
understand? Because I was putting together a little outline.
Yeah.
Now, Nyla, I'll be honest. Normally, I don't put together shit.
Yeah, I was surprised when he said me some shit
I
today.
just walk in this thing and just start talking,
He
running
had
my
one of
mouth.
his homegirls in the spot. He ain't say shit. I was like, Nyla came in today. He got a whole outline.
Yeah,
Now he
I
know
love
what
it.
Microsoft Word is. This is crazy.
And I was just excited knowing that we're going to talk music today. We're going to talk about some of the things that y'all can educate me on.
Yeah.
But I do want to start with your show. Because you come on this podcast, you've been on here a few times, and you kind of come into our world, and I just want to go into your world a little bit. So, we need to talk with Nyla Symone.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Interview series.
Yes.
Podcast.
Yes.
You are fucking phenomenal on there.
She's great.
Thank you.
I did tell you, so if I could tell you off air, I could tell you on air. I saw some things I liked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might steal some shit, man.
Yeah. We just
Go
might.
ahead.
Nah, that
Go
production is
ahead.
fire.
We can steal? We
Yes,
was
yes,
just
you
talking
can.
about niggas stealing the draft.
That's different. That's different.
We asked though.
We
Cousins.
had
Remember?
niggas stole our
Cousins.
difference.
Cousins.
cousins.
For sure. But no, I love the production on there. I love all the upgrades. I love how every time we talk and you come on this podcast, there's elevation on your pod too. And even with the guests, the conversations, the
Absolutely.
questions. I don't know who your producer is, but I love how everything's just coming together on your show. So please let us know what's going on with your show.
I wouldn't necessarily say I have a producer. I'm kind of looking
Really?
for one. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so that's all you?
Word, you doing all that
yes.
with no producer?
But
Doing all right.
there is somebody who I really want to be my producer, and we're trying to figure it out.
Okay, all right.
His name is Chris. He's super dope.
Come on, Chris.
Shout out to Chris. We got to figure that out.
Yeah, make that happen, Chris.
I don't know. I'm really a one-man band. I would say that.
Yeah.
When I was Angie Martinez's assistant is when I kind of got my foot in the door or email access to people who wanted interviews.
Yeah.
So I would be taking a lot of the interviews that, Angie didn't want to do or like Breakfast Club didn't want to do. And because of that, I was able to just build up a network. So I'm just happy that people actually want to come and sit with me, you know, because it went from, I'm still a fan of the culture. So a lot of times it's really just like fan questions and then questions I prepared and then like album talk. But yeah.
I could tell.
Yeah.
With some of your questions, a lot of your questions, especially with artists that aren't as known, they always have this reaction when you ask them certain things because you can tell you're a fan of their work.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they be like, wait, girl, wait, what? What did you just... They can't even believe. Like, you're connected with these artists in a different way, and it's super dope.
I'm a nerd. I love
Super
it.
dope.
Nah, but like, you like a cool nerd, though.
Yes. Yeah, I
for
think
real.
so. You know.
Like, when I see your interviews, I'm like, people seem so comfortable speaking to this girl.
Good. I hope so.
Yeah.
Because it's never like, I have no ill intent. And I'm a fan, like I said. So it's usually just like, all right, Wiz Khalifa, finally I get to tell you. Because that one time when I was in high school, I was listening to da-da-da, and I have a list of questions, especially for like certain artists like Cole. I have like a notepad of just, like, oh, one day I'm going to ask him this. One day I'm going to ask him this.
Right.
Even when I met him at Dreamville Fest, I asked him one of my questions on my list.
Can you reveal that question?
Yeah, I need
Yes,
to hear
I
that
can.
one.
Please.
I said,
I need to hear
You
that
can't
one.
just leave me on a cliffhanger like
I'm sorry.
that.
I was like, Cole, what happened with the Wet Dreams music video? I love that song. I think the song is so cute, but 2 fucking puppies being walked pissing me off. Like, we put no thought into this music video. And my brother looked at me like, that's the first thing you gonna say to your favorite rapper?
J. Cole.
That's real.
But-
Because I know it's been on the top of your mind.
on the top of my mind.
I
And
know.
then he's just pretty much like, man, I was on tour. I was tired. They told me I had to do a video for it. So I just let my niggas put a video out. I told them I didn't want to be in it. And I'm like, oh, all right, well, that's
You got what
honest.
you- yeah.
But see, I feel like there's a lot of cool answers when people that talk to people actually discuss things that are not salacious.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you actually can learn some shit.
Yeah.
You know, I think people get people in the room, they're like, all right, I know you was involved in this and that. I'm going to only reference and focus on that.
Yeah, I really try to stay away from stuff like that because at the end of the day, we're all like humans. And, you know, I think I saw Ninth Wonder post this.
I told you that shit tried.
Yes, you did say that.
It's a few of them.
But
It's a few, LL Cool J, The Roots.
LL?
The Roots.
I'm not mad at LL, actually.
Yeah, you can't be mad at it. You
But
can't.
Ninth posted this and was like, there's a music industry and then there's a music community. And he was like, which one are you a part of? So I
Yes.
think like the music industry, those people are the people who aren't necessarily invested in the art and then the people behind the art. And I think the music community is like people who actually are invested. And I
Yes.
think, you know, I consider myself somebody who's actually invested. Like, you know, I might be friends with you, but I'm also like trying to build community and make sure everybody's taken care of. So
For sure.
It's the perfect way to phrase it. For months now, Savon keeps asking me, bro, how do you bang with the music industry? But that's
I
worded
don't get it.
perfectly.
I
And I
don't
keep
get it.
telling him, I'm like, I don't fuck with them niggas.
yeah.
He does say that all the time.
Yeah, I fuck with the music community because the actual lovers, we get together.
Yeah.
We know what we like.
One of the other things that I've been saying, it's been a recurring theme. I don't know if we talked about it much on the pod, but I say it in my real life, in our real life. I got a problem with Alex. And I'm gonna bring it on
my
there.
God,
Nah, I gotta do this, bro.
What
I'm
I
sorry.
do now?
Because
it's always me.
I got a problem with you.
And I never got a problem with nobody.
that's the problem.
That be the problem.
That's the fucking
I
problem.
never got beef with nobody.
And I'm
well, that's
glad
one nigga, but forget it.
Nah, it's a few.
It's one
I
nigga.
can name 2.
You can name one.
Nah, it's 2, bro.
It ain't 2, it's
All right,
one.
Yeah, you want to
Spicy,
bleed?
it's
Nah, we ain't
getting
gonna do that. I ain't even gonna do that.
It's one. When he see me, he want to see me.
All right.
Oh, Lord.
My issue with Alex is he uses the term twin very loosely.
Oh, my God.
Everybody he see is twin.
Nah,
Now,
I
I'm
can't-
not from Atlanta.
Nah, I can't be close to
But
people.
listen, I think Nyla, this would be appropriate. If you say, yo, twin was good, because I know y'all got common interests.
Damn you, twin.
Y'all the same tribe, low.
She just dapped me.
You see how you get that off?
Yo, no, it's the Jay-Z. It's Jay-Z laugh. I'm like, whose laugh is that? It's Jay-Z.
It's me.
Oh, my God.
That's my issue.
But,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could be his twin.
Yeah, like be my. I guess, girl. You
can
better
see
get
it.
it together. You better clean that up. Nah,
I see it.
nah,
Yeah.
you better clean that up. We twins.
I don't really like the twin thing.
Like, all right. All jokes aside, I'm gonna tell you why I like it. I think it's just another term for hey, close friend.
Nah, but he be saying, like, they gotta have some type of baseline to it.
He call everybody
Right?
twin.
He called, you seen our producer, Kieran?
He white.
Yo, he looked at you, yo, what's good, twin? I'm like, nigga, That's our guy.
But we might be twin on certain things. Like he likes boom bap rap, so he my
does.
twin
He does.
on the boom bap side.
He does.
Okay, what's
You know
up,
what I'm saying?
twin? No, let me stop.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
We
God.
can all be twins together.
All right, I guess.
Yes.
Y'all are
yes.
crazy. Another thing that y'all really got in common that I appreciate about and something that I've learned on your show is just your love for international music in general. Right? Alex, he's the first person to put me on the Afro beats years ago.
I'm proud of that.
Like years
You
ago.
should be.
Good looks.
Legit. And I'm not saying like 2 years, like real years.
When nobody knew who Thames was.
That was his crush. We did like a WCW.
Okay.
You see my type now?
Yeah.
Okay. Thames, yes, continue.
But even outside of just Afro beats,
Yeah.
y'all have really tapped in with the UK music scene. I know
Facts.
you're a big fan of Nippa.
Love Nipper.
I know.
Same.
He's my favorite.
Oh,
He's
your
killing.
favorite? Absolute
Favorite
favorite right
of the
now?
new?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's top 5 for me. Yeah.
Okay, I love that.
I like that.
KWN, right? Am I saying it right?
Yeah, K1.
K1, okay.
Yeah,
I thought it was
I love K1.
K1.
I'm not gonna say she's top 5 for me, but she's
Yeah.
top 10.
But you're
great.
tapped in.
Yeah,
Ultimately,
yeah.
you're tapped in across everything. So I wanted to ask both of y'all actually, do y'all think y'all love for the international music scene comes from the lack of what we have here on the state soil from like hip hop, R&B traditionally?
Well, I would say a few things. There are American artists who I really love and support. I don't think they're as big or getting as much notoriety or noise as the international artists are right now.
Right.
So I think that like highlighting them gets more love. But there's plenty of American artists who I love. Like I love Nico Brim, New York City.
Yep.
I love Ruben Vincent, North Carolina. I love Kai Cash. He just signed
Kyle,
with
what up? Our generation.
Yes.
I mean, Generation Now.
Generation Now with
Yeah.
Drama. So there's plenty of artists that I like, but I would say on the R&B tip, I do think that international R&B is going crazy right now. A few of my favorites that are American that I would like to shout out that I think are holding the torch great is Leia, Kennedy Ryan,
Ooh.
Kenyon Dixon. Yeah, I'm gonna say those 3 for right now.
I like that.
Probably like my favorite currently, but I do think that it's something about, dang, all right.
Yeah,
I was
go.
having this conversation and I was like, man, when you think about like subject matter and representation, like when I listen to Tim's, I feel good, it feels spiritual, it feels light. When I listen to Cleo Soul, same thing, spiritual, light,
soulful.
positive. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy a SZA, I enjoy a Summer Walker, but I'm not really receiving the same like vibration. And I think for me, that is why I like listening to like other
International artists?
artists because I like the vibration a little bit better.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to kill my ex. I ain't trying to fuck you because I got a low self-esteem. Like
Yeah.
I am not really into like feeding my mind any of those things.
But you see how angry we are out here?
I mean,
look what Brent Faiyaz got niggas doing. And I love Brent's music.
don't blame Brent.
He's one of them.
No, he's one of them,
He's
right?
one of them.
He's one of the artists who take
one
on the
of them.
toxic side of R&B, right? And
The vulnerable side of R&B.
see, you remixing it because I like
That was an
Brent.
ill remix.
did. She
Oh, you can
good.
tell that's your fave.
Oh, you good.
He one of.
Shout
I
out
love
to the
it.
DMV.
I love, yeah, big DMV though, and I fuck with that.
I ain't mad at
but
that.
it's more accepted now. I think people overseas, to answer your question, Savon, they're permitted the chance to love. Out here, what's popular is to fuck your nigga, fuck your BD, fuck your ex,
know.
fuck your girl. I'm not saying it isn't that way in other places, but it's not the primary thing they focus on.
I think that's why I'm trapped in a certain time period when it comes to music.
No, I think
Yeah.
you just choose. You choose it.
yeah, he
you
do.
you choose it.
Tell him, nigga. Tell him. I couldn't get it off.
He wanted to be
forgot-
in 98.
I forgot she
Yeah.
been here before. Like, hold on. I can't get my shit off.
Yeah.
I'm trying to gaslight her in the audience.
Like,
Hey,
nigga.
I'm stuck in the 2000s. She like, hold up.
Nah.
Might be you, homie.
You just really like that.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
did
But
a lot more.
I do think there's a hole in that vulnerability, though. I do think we just haven't really gotten that. Traditionally, like you said, the frequencies and the vibrations. Like when I travel, I instantly go to my Afro beats playlist.
Right.
I instantly, you know what I'm saying? Because, and even though they're singing for the most, and it's the same tempos, BPMs, all of those things, it's a vibration. It's just a frequency that I like to be on when I'm on a boat or
Yeah.
when I'm staring over the fucking sunset, right? Like,
Yeah.
I like that. That's a great answer.
I think we need more healing though to like you said, like
Yeah.
I feel like Like gender wars, that shit is normalized on Twitter.
Yeah.
Dating just rules and expectations of social media is all fucked up, at least here.
You'll never have or hear a gender wars conversation on this podcast. And it is very intentional.
Yeah,
Good.
or it might
We
be some
don't-
different hosts because we won't be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't got time.
We
Good.
did say musical chairs, so
Yeah.
God forbid me and Alex start playing musical chairs. Sell our IP on. Hey, nigga, take it.
No.
But yeah, I do think, you know, the whole gender wars things is something that we've been conscious of steering away from in our conversations. And I think maybe that's kind of why I've gravitated to that international sound. Alex, he's put me on the UK. Alex put me on all my music. I ain't gonna lie.
Stupid.
Shout out to you.
Good looking,
Which is
Nyla.
why I think y'all are real fitting twins.
Yeah, it's my twin right here.
It makes sense. You get what I'm saying?
The laugh
But-
is killing me.
But Nyla, I want to ask you a question.
What's up?
Because you said we're a bit more toxic out here, right?
Yes.
How do we make healing cool? Hear me out. Healing doesn't necessarily need to be cool, but the kids, what's popular, usually heeds to what's cool. I think that's the biggest issue,
Yeah.
right? Like, how do we make the content that Cleo Soul sings about as popular as the Summer Walker stuff, right? Your BD cheating on you might be more relatable
Yeah.
than a love you haven't experienced. See, Cleo Soul, she's speaking from privilege, right? Or her experiences, right? She's speaking from all the fucked up shit plus all the love
Yeah.
that she's received. But it takes some time to get through that. How do we make that shit cool? See that? See that?
Lead by example.
Oh, I know that's right.
That's all I got. Like,
I know
I
that.
don't know. I can't think about how to save the world. All I can do is try my best
Yeah.
to put out the energy that I would like to receive. So that's why I focus on the things that I focus on. And hopefully that energy, gets received back to me. But
For sure.
yeah, you don't really see me doing gender war shit. I mean, maybe. I'll dabble in it. You know what I'm saying?
For a second.
Just a little, but
little
not,
toe in
not,
there.
not,
Put your toe in there.
yeah, but not too much.
Not too
I ain't
much.
mad
Get
at
out of
that.
there.
I think to
Yeah.
answer your question, Alex, like people need to embrace love and heartbreak. And not just the actions of, hey, I'm
agree.
going to buy you something or I should have destroyed something. It's like, no, I love you and let me show you. And metaphors.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are the metaphors in music?
Not even there.
Nothing.
There's no,
Are
everything
they?
is straight. It's no chaser,
Oh, it's
bro.
on the card of 6, right?
Yeah. He
wait,
just took them all. That's the problem. That's the problem.
got
Ain't
one
no-
subject
Real
matter.
moving silent like
Lasagna.
lasagna.
Yeah, he already took them all. That's the problem.
What the F stand for?
Huh? I don't know.
Today?
Yeah, today.
Today it stands for
Fuck.
Okay.
love.
That's all you want to do.
No,
That's
see,
all
that's why
Wayne
we
wanna
toxic
do.
now.
That's
know,
all
I'm
Wayne
sorry.
want to do. That's it. I think I said this on the last episode. I need something you something you forgot.
Oh,
Something
yeah.
you forgot, Wayne.
Okay.
That just type of energy
Okay.
in general. But yeah,
But it's tough.
it is.
By
it
the
is.
end of the pod, we need to figure out what the F stands for.
Yeah.
All right.
I got this.
I'm gonna think about that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think about that. Alex, you had a burning question before these cameras came on.
I be having a lot of burning questions.
New music.
Ooh, I got one now. So now we already spoke to Nyla's tribe. Let me tell y'all about Nyla, man. The girl knows music. All right. This is not your Spotify early 2000s playlist.
Savon.
Yeah, that's him.
Hey man.
Oh yeah, that's him right
Keep
there.
it consistent.
She got some deep cuts. And there's an artist that came out. First off, shout out to Nas. Nas and Mass Appeal are slating out some new albums with some really legendary artists, some of who we thought we might not hear from again.
Yeah.
I guess first on the list was Slick Rick. Now, you heard that new Slick Rick?
I didn't listen to it yet, but
Oh,
but I'm definitely gonna listen to it. It's I had a crazy weekend.
You did? You sure?
yes, I had a
Too crazy
very-
for Slick Rick?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You're damn right. Rick ain't make it just yet.
Yeah,
Hold
it
up,
was-
Slick.
Well, you would be happy to know that there's still storytelling on there.
Love it.
Yeah, there's a song about a landlord. It's one song he on there calling somebody daddy, but I don't know. It was good though. The song was good though, but
It's-
that's just how they talk from back in the day.
Oh, it's giving
You know how they
very
do.
Biggie, Junior Mafia,
Yeah,
Diddy.
they used daddy a lot back then.
I
Yeah.
like when you like that, daddy.
You
He
so
ain't say
fine.
that.
You so fine.
Yeah, you know the one. Nyla.
Okay.
Wait, for the people who don't know music, like, what's that verse?
I don't know how.
Where y'all taking
Go
us?
ahead, Alex. You got that.
I'm choking. I got nothing. Shout out to Biggie.
But
Yeah.
Slick Rick was saying lines like that,
Slick-
like the Biggie.
Look, his flow is there. His tempo is there. Shout out to Sirius XM Rocks the Bells. Last time I saw Slick Rick was at the Rock the Bells Festival. It's probably like 2 or 3 years ago.
I was there.
You were there.
Yeah.
We saw each other.
Yes.
I was like, huh?
Hey, twins.
Like,
Hey, twin.
Hey, twins.
She was running around so crazy. You was busy.
what else is new? All right.
One thing I appreciate about Nyla, like when she's in her zone, she's in her zone.
Yes.
She don't do the fake weird industry shit. Like you know where she's at, and when the lights come on, it's time to do what we gotta do. But when I'm not doing what I gotta do, nigga, I'm in my world. I love that about you.
Shit and shit. I'm on a podcast talking shit.
I love that about you.
I know that.
I damn near tripped over her one time.
No, you
and saw
didn't.
her, and she ain't even notice.
No.
I swear, I promise you. Yeah.
Now ain't that.
This was when I was in corporate America, and I was on the team lunch. So I was buttoned up. I didn't have a hat on, so you might not have recognized
You
me,
ain't
nigga.
seen him?
Screaming.
We walked right by each other. She had the pink AirPods on.
Oh, he
I won't
remember.
forget it because I've been seeing the pink AirPods on IG ever since. But she had the pink AirPods on.
What?
And we walked we brushed shoulders, and she was just locked. She was in the zone. Like when she pulls up to the mixer and she's just in the zone.
Yeah.
You be in the zone.
She
I
does that
love
pretty
that.
well.
I love that about you.
Yeah.
Nah, that
man.
day was a stressful day. I told you what the hell happened that
You
day.
did. And you powered through.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we appreciate
No
you.
bullshit.
Of course.
And you powered through on that same day for the Rock the Bells Festival. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta give it
Yes.
to you. But that is the last time I saw Slick Rick. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I knew he was talented. I knew who he was. But to see somebody, one of our elder statesmen in hip hop, perform that well, breath control there, stage presence there, outfit there, eye patch there.
I didn't know you love Slick like this. I did not know Slick Rick was on your Mount Rushmore.
All I could think about is children's story. You remember here we go.
Now, do you remember? Of course.
Like, come on, like these are the things that I think about when I think about my childhood. So when I see that rappers who I thought would never rap again because they don't have to put out an album, I pay attention to it. And anything Nas and Mass Appeal does, I pay attention to it.
Yeah.
So that is one of the newer albums I've heard from this week. Nyla, is there any new music on the top of your mind?
Well, I just want to piggyback off of your Mass Appeal comment because I do, you know, the old saying, it's like, oh, rap is a young man's sport, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
And obviously, I think Jay-Z has proved that to not be the case, but also Nas as well with the series that he did with Hit Boy. And then now it's cool to see that he's like, you know, bringing mad people back to life under his Mass Appeal label.
Yes.
So salute to Nas. And I actually really have been enjoying the rollout of the project. So, and I think they're doing a docu-series of it, too.
Yes, they are.
Oh, they really?
are.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Like,
That sounds dope.
I'm so here for that. We need that. And I think, I know we were talking about like toxic relationships and stuff like that, but something that's just toxic within American culture in general is just not respecting our elder statesmen.
Exactly.
So like, I feel like this is a really good way to like introduce the younger hip hop rap audience to the older, especially if it's like quality. You know?
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah, you could tell it's some money. They got a budget.
They do got a budget.
Mass Appeal got a budget. It sounded like some niggas had money for beats. For the other people who are
You
slaves.
need to give Lil Wayne some of that shit.
Oh, yeah. Nah,
I ain't
why
gonna
do you
lie.
put Wayne in there?
Wayne need to be on Mass. That's the problem.
But
He's
that's
still
not-
trying to play a
that's
young
not-
man game.
Oh, but
He need to go get with some people who understand that he's an OG.
how old is Wayne?
40, at least 42, 43.
No, is he?
At least 42,
Wayne
43.
Maybe. He
eating
just-
ass since '97.
Yeah, he ain't switched it
but
up
he
since. Pussy Monster was crazy.
Like
Yo, eating ass since 97 is
that's
crazy.
a wild time. That's a
mean,
lifetime.
That's a lifetime. No bullshit of eating ass.
What type of ass? That's the question.
Hey man,
You know the ass, you heard it. Now, some other projects that are slated to come out under Mass Appeal. Nas and DJ Premier, Ghostface Killer, Mobb Deep, Big L. Woo!
Yeah.
I would love to hear what that big album sounds like.
but how they gonna do that? Hey,
That's my point. I don't know. I don't know if they got a remaining tracks.
hold up, nigga.
He's like,
Wait, hold up.
Yeah.
We ain't just gonna get it off like Big L ain't. He
Nah,
been going
but he
for
might
a while.
have some shit in his stash.
Okay,
He
all
might-
right. I'm curious to see how they do it.
Yeah, me too.
And also, y'all seen the Timbaland beat? Yes.
I knew you were gonna bring
Oh,
it
You
up.
see the
Lord.
Timbaland situation with this whole AI and
Yeah.
infusing it into music. So I do want to make sure that they're doing it the right way, with, especially somebody like a Big L.
Yeah. But if I'm gonna trust anybody, I'm gonna trust Nas.
Yes.
You
That
can't
is true.
replicate that violence. Like the shit Big L used to spit, like that's 101. So I do hope there are some additional verses we just never heard before. So
How y'all feel about the Timbaland stuff? For those who don't know, Timbaland is using AI artists.
Yes.
He's launching, or he's released some
AI
type
company.
of AI artist, right? I don't know the name of the
It's
artist,
it's an AI
but he's
company.
defending it too. He's standing on business like, yo, I'm bringing AI to the game, And this is just what it is. And there's a lot of people, his peers and fans, who feel like, yo, this is a disservice. This is disrespectful. This is dangerous because now you are impeding on the integrity of what this art and hip hop is. And Timbaland, being who he is like, fuck y'all. I'm doing me.
Yes, so what Savon said, Timbaland has recently launched an AI entertainment company called Stage Zero. Stage Zero is powered by an artificial intelligence program named Suno, which generates full songs with new melodies and AI-generated vocals by feeding demos into the system. Why is this even more fucked up? Timbaland been asking niggas to submit music.
Yo, on TikTok for years.
Hey, yo, you trying to get on? Send me a shit. He's been doing it for years.
Listening, finding stuff.
Reviewing it live.
But you know what? I did just do a Battle of the Beats with Timbaland's Beat Club. So no, I don't want no problems. I hope that we can still work again.
Nah, we love his beats.
But
we love his beats.
As a producer, how does this make you feel?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Timbaland beats is probably the reason why I started making beats. Like when I think about the favorites that I like, it's Timbo's bounce. It's that sound. But as you get older, man, it kind of sucks. You got to see the people you grew up loving for one thing pivot to another thing and confuse you. There's no soul in what he's doing is what I'm saying. Specifically because you're using people's works they ain't on. They don't probably got the money you have or the opportunity, most importantly. And they're hoping that they can reach out to a person like you and get some help or just lend an ear to what's going on, how they're doing it. Maybe you might like it. And all you trying to do is help computer services. And that's just so backwards to me. Yeah. But I think what hurts the most is just him not trying to understand where the rest of us are coming from. Right? Who's Hove engineer again? I'm getting Guru. Oh my God, Guru, forgive me. Mad shit on my brain today.
Shout out to Guru too. I know I met him a few years ago and he was definitely tapped in. So
he was a great guy at Joe's party, right?
Yeah, for sure. Shout out
salute to Guru. When I saw him reach out to Timbaland, I thought, all right, cool. I'm like, yo, the OGs is coming outside. Another OG gonna settle it. He gonna handle. He gonna talk to him. We gonna be good. Quite the opposite. If anything, I feel like Timbaland got more argumentative after Guru's comments, and it's like, what do you expect for us to think? Timbaland has been mocking people since then, and he's saying that you're mad at AI for stealing your sound. You don't have a sound. You're mad at people for stealing your beats, that your beats ain't mixed the way I mix them. I mean, yeah, if you put anything in a computer, I'm sure it's gonna optimize it as most as it can. If anything, you a human just like me, Tim. How could you not speak from our human experience, right? From creating these amazing bodies of work. Like, Tim, you heard of that Aaliyah shit? I got an Aaliyah shirt on today, actually. You ain't need none of that AI to make that. Just grant grace and leave space for the next producer. Or for the next person, because now everything is so conflated, you don't know what's what. Yeah.
I think when I saw everything going down, it kind of just reminded me of the Sinners movie, and it's like, you have to invite them in. Yeah. And I feel like Timbaland doing this AI situation was equivalent to the Chinese lady being like, come here!
Just like that.
That's literally Timbaland, come here! And now we're all fighting zombies. Thank you, Tim.
Thanks.
Literally.
Like, thanks a lot, my nigga.
So,
and the reason it's so dangerous is because Tim, he's at the top of the food chain.
Yeah, he was supposed to be one of the gatekeepers of the culture.
Yes, you're supposed to protect this shit. Like, that's why it's so dangerous. Like, I saw a list today of the greatest hip-hop producers of all time. And I can't remember who curated this list, but it seemed like a real solid list. And Timbaland was like 6, right? After the Kanyes, the Pharrells, the Dr. Dre's. Yeah. Like, he was right there. So for you to have that type of catalog, that type of influence, and then you knew what it was to create a sound. Yeah. Right? Like, if somebody could just do what they did to you back then, like, come on, bro. Like, Tim,
you wouldn't be as important, right?
We need you on the front lines to, like, protect that.
Because you have no sound.
We
made that sound with AI.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. I really do hope, because remember, I keep seeing this tweet about a few years ago when Dr. Dre, Busta Rhymes, and Timbaland just got swole as fuck.
Oh, when they was all on roids.
They was just all roided out. Now,
is that what it was?
Yes, Nyla.
Oh, Dave Chappelle.
Yes.
All of these dudes just got super jacked.
No, because I thought they was in the gym. I be seeing.
Nyla, look at Timbaland now.
Yeah, they
come on.
Okay.
What I will say, we talked about this off air. When people tell you or show you who they are, believe them.
Yes, absolutely.
Timbaland has allegedly looked like he's taking steroids. Tim also has had a hair transplant.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Tim.
I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he did a little tummy tuck, which is cool.
Okay.
But I would bet my top dollar he might have the old brain.
The old brain?
Yeah, that old Zempic probably kicking his ass.
What's the
I ain't gonna lie. That old Zempic probably got my nigga ready to do all the AI tricks. Like, maybe he's just not thinking with a clear head, man.
Oh, I thought you said his brain needed an update.
You know, that's a fair
It's
take.
a little foggy,
It is.
man.
It is.
He be doing a lot.
And not for nothing, this is what happened when being a nerd goes wrong. Sometimes you get too caught up in what's new. Or, oh, this tool, use this program. Calm down. Keep using the same programs you was taught.
What's when you just got too much
No,
money?
it's okay to update, upgrade, keep up with the time. It is.
It is, but then you go too far.
Don't go too far.
That's the problem.
Everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation.
Yes.
I love that now.
What do y'all use AI for?
ChatGPT?
Yeah.
Everything.
Sports bets.
In moderation.
Wait. I love that moderation. Did you say you use
Yeah.
Does it work for you?
You asked ChatGPT for your parlays?
Honestly, I want the truth.
I would love it.
So I've been asking ChatGPT for my last two parlays because we're currently in the finals. And they keep sending me plays that lose by 1. So I'm going to tell the nigga next time, okay, give me a 9-leg instead of 10. But ChatGPT knows what's going on.
Yeah.
It got me selecting things I would never select. But the nigga clear.
That's what's up.
I'll be like, oh shit. Yeah, use ChatGPT. Or use Savon. He don't be giving me no plays. So I'll be having to use ChatGPT. I'll ask Savon.
Hey, man.
Do you use it?
Yeah, I've been gatekeeping. No, I don't use it for that. I use it for like restructuring my emails.
Oh, yeah.
That's it, right? Like
That's it?
What?
That's just the start.
Yo,
no, you know,
Savon.
for budgeting,
What the fuck?
and stuff like that.
Okay.
But that's it. I
You
don't
don't
think
use it for ideas,
not yet.
therapy.
Not yet.
Nah,
I can't
Nyla,
afford that.
what?
Hold
Hey
up.
man, Chad,
Nyla.
I feel like Chad, you're not gonna believe it. Today, such and such said this, so I said this. Am I crazy?
See, you want
I
some
knew
Timbaland.
I wasn't crazy.
You want some Timbaland shit? Hold up. What the fuck you using AI for, girl?
What? It's
You
a
work with
conversation.
DMV, what
Nigga,
up?
therapy costs a lot of money. ChatGPT
do.
is $19.99 and it does my business, it does my personal, and it does my therapy.
Does it make you feel better? Do the responses help you?
Yeah, it makes me feel better like I'm not crazy. I'd be like, yo, am I crazy? Can you believe this bitch just said this? Am I bugging?
You got to use somebody
Like,
else's phone.
no.
You need an unbiased chat because you and your chat GPT done got close. You need to use my shit. My nigga gonna keep it 100 with you.
Yo, mine's keeping
Yeah.
100 with me. I say, don't hold back. Give it to me straight.
Oh yeah, because you got to be very direct with what you ask.
How the hell you want Black Effect and using ChatGPT as therapist? As your therapist? Wait, hold the fuck.
It's mad therapy pods on there.
That's what I'm saying. Okay?
Mad thoughts about.
I got the book. What is Charlamagne book at? It's somewhere.
Somewhere. Come on now.
God damn. But nah, I do feel like, ChatGPT AI, it's useful, but I don't think you rely on it. Like, if you got a DJ set, right? You don't go to ChatGPT like, hell, give me this set. You know what I'm saying? That's essentially what I feel like Timbaland is doing with AI.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
He's replacing his actual skill set with it. If you use it to help you structure your life, or even if you need some life advice, go to ChatGPT, right? But if you ask ChatGPT, hey, how should I live my life?
Yeah.
Which is essentially the equivalent to what I believe Timbaland is doing. But yo, let me make these beats and let me have a whole artist just be AI. That's all.
But okay, I guess I'm going to do the opposing question. If it's not Tim, and let's say it's Calvin Harris, are we still doing the same uproar?
Let Calvin Harris do it, nigga.
And Calvin Harris take the check, and then Calvin Harris, I guess like.
Yeah,
don't know.
that's a great question. I think anybody who is a music lover that we assume these people to be probably should protect the art of music, of creating, especially the producers. Now, if an artist did it, I can see that a little bit more. But like the producers is like, yo, you are the essence, the backbone of music.
Yeah.
So I think even a Calvin Harris, I think there would be some uproar. I think it would spark some attention. But our culture is like sacred too, right? Like
It should be, but
should
y'all
be.
always invite them
That's
in.
what I'm saying. I don't even think it's something he would have embraced. I don't even think it's something it would have embraced if he was still in the early parts of his career, right? Like
Yeah.
before he was Tim. You wouldn't have done it. But now that you're established, you've already done everything you've done, you don't see the real detriment in it. because you already done for it.
Yeah. You know, I was actually recently just re-listened to Super Duper Fly, like from start to finish.
Super Duper Fly.
And I'm like, damn, this like rapper, producer, MC combo. I guess we're kind of seeing it again now with Alchemist and
like Larry Junes of the world.
Yeah. We're starting to see it again.
Yeah.
But Tim is the forefront of that. So it's just crazy that now you're in.
Absolutely.
It's weird.
I remember owning the album.
What?
Yeah, you talking about Missy Elliott, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I own the album. Girl.
You remember owning that album?
Absolutely.
Nigga, how old is you?
Yeah, you good?
Yeah,
Like,
what up?
what is
What's good?
Oh shit! Oh, shit, the gun is out.
Yeah, Unc.
Yo, Nyla, you good?
OG, what up?
Damn,
Sorry.
I've been a YN for so long. I didn't even know how to respond to that. Oh shit! Yes, I did.
My fault.
Yes, I did.
I'm sorry. Be sorry.
No, you're fine. I feel good about that. A lot of y'all niggas never had a CD. I'm trying to make it sound cool.
My first CD. That's why I'm confused. That was your first CD?
No, one of the first. One of the first
All right,
I owned,
all right.
that's for sure. I think
right.
the first shit I owned was some Pac shit or some Biggie shit.
Mine was Destiny Child's.
Really?
Okay, I'm not mad. I love
four of
that
them.
shit.
Yeah, but the four
Yeah,
was
the four.
on the cover. My
Yeah,
dad got it for me from Best Buy. Shout out to my dad.
I know
Shout out
that's
to your
right.
dad. That's
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
Before we actually move off of your show, I do have a question for you because you have interviewed some of your faves, like you said, the Wiz Khalifa and Nippa. Has there been a guest that you've been starstruck, even though you've met a ton? But has there been a time where you've had a show and you was like, I can't believe this person is actually on my show? You may have met him, but I can't believe I'm interviewing them on my platform that I created.
Yeah, Wiz is definitely that.
Okay.
Like
can see that.
most recently.
Yeah.
Because it was like, I was in high school during his rise.
Yeah.
I was influenced to want to smoke weed, to tap my body. I didn't at the time. But
I did.
yo, please put this goddamn overlap. But I would say not specifically on my show, but it was my interview. Actually, no. Nah, damn. Yeah, it's never my interview. When I go to Breakfast Club, I meet a lot of the people that I'd be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So I would say Ice Cube.
Oh, wow.
And I think it would really start, like, it struck me because I was there doing Angie's show. So I didn't know what Breakfast Club had going on. So when I'm walking up and then you just hear Ice Cube, like, hey, good morning. And you're like, oh shit, it's Ice Cube.
It's you.
Man, I've seen Friday 50,000 times. But yeah, Ice Cube, MC Light.
Fire.
It's more so like the legend.
The legend.
See?
Yeah.
That's her tribe, the legend. I keep telling y'all.
Yo, I like young stuff too. Stop doing
Yeah, we
that
like
to
young
me.
stuff too.
Yeah,
we
that,
do.
now you
No,
know
but
how
you
I feel. When you said I was trapped in 2002.
Hey, you just called me up. So,
I had to ask, like, your first CD, where'd you get it from?
yo, chill on me,
The
man.
thrift store?
FYE.
Oh, FYE.
Now we
you was
really showing our
there, yo.
age.
You
I
was
forgot about
really there. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
I was there.
Man.
I was trying on them headphones when I shouldn't have because I knew it was still earwax from the last nasty nigga that tried them on.
Yo.
I was terrible.
Dang, what an era.
Yeah, man. I'll never see it
time.
again.
Yeah.
I'll never see it again.
Well, who knows? We might.
No, you would have to make physical copies of things valuable again.
They are making things. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something.
All right, Bess, and I'm on. That
I'm
excites
hoping
me.
for it. I like tangible. Like, I think we're going to get to a point where it's either you're, like, fully fucking with the digital world or you're fully rocking out just
Analog.
style. Yeah.
I think the only thing that just stayed is the record player.
The vinyls.
Vinyls, record
People
players,
love vinyls.
yeah.
Collectible.
Collect. That's the only thing that
yeah.
standed the test of time because
Yeah.
they look aesthetically pleasing.
True.
You know what I'm saying? You might
I wish we did have that. Like the other day, I was on a plane and I wanted to listen to an album, and I couldn't because it wasn't downloaded or I didn't own it. So it's like I almost forget because I'm so accustomed and trained to always have Wi-Fi or internet service that if I want to get to something, I can get to it. But then it's like, yo, this is not mine.
Get you that iPod.
You got one of those?
I still have an iPod.
For real? Oh shit!
I have an
OG.
iPod. But with this iPod, I bought it probably like 3 years ago, and I put like if I consider an album a classic, I'll put it on there, and I want to get to my kids like, all right, this is the shit you need to be listening to. Like, yeah, this
Where did you find an iPod?
Amazon. Yes,
Well, I've
Amazon
been in the
got
Apple
everything.
store.
Yeah, no.
Ain't a Nano, ain't a touch screen.
They don't even got the iPhone 13 in there. I tried to get my shit fixed. They was like, wait, hold up, nigga. I was like, wait, damn.
Wait,
Just like that.
wait, that's what I got. They don't got it no more.
Nah, they ain't got our shit.
Oh,
I'm screaming.
They discontinued our phone. but she got an iPod somehow.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
That's crazy.
All right, but I'm going to catch up.
Get the iPod. You
Get the
do
iPod.
have to buy the project, but it's good, especially if it's like a classic, like I said, because
Yeah.
that's worth investing in.
I agree with this.
Yeah.
Is there an artist that you feel you need to pass on to your kid, your future kid, or the next generation, where it's like, I cannot let this person's musical legacy die?
Like a recent artist, like a
Just any art. Like you said, you had an iPod that you're gonna
Yeah.
give to your kid one day, right? Obviously, it's gonna be full of classic music that you love, but like, is there a staple artist, like maybe even Ice Cube? I don't know who it is for you, but like,
it's not Ice
You gonna
I
give your
don't
kid
know.
no Vaseline?
Hey, man.
It's not
Get
Ice
fucked
Cube.
in the ass.
Hey man, fuck the police.
Fuck the
Hey,
police.
this is the era. But no, like for me, I will make sure that my child is aware of who Stevie Wonder is.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
love
love
that.
Stevie.
because I feel like
Yeah.
certain kids today, this generation, and I hate to be that guy to be like, oh, but I think it is a cultural, generational disconnect with,
Hey.
ushering our legends into these generations.
Not for nothing. After Kas and I didn't know who Wale was,
Man.
I'm looking at this shit completely different.
I
You
know.
get me?
I
Like,
know.
okay, we're gonna have to break some more.
Yeah.
that
for
was
me-
crazy.
Yeah.
If I had that iPod, and obviously I'm gonna have all my faves on there, I'm gonna make sure I have the Stevie Wonder section. I give it to my child. I say, hey, listen to this, understand this,
Yeah.
and then if there's anything that I leave you, just take that from this iPod. You gonna
Yeah.
get all the other shit. You gonna get 50 Cent. You gonna get Hove. You gotta get all of this shit.
Yeah.
But I need you to appreciate Luther Vandross,
Yeah.
Whitney
Yes.
Houston,
Yep.
Yes,
and
yes.
Stevie. Those are the
Them
three that come to my
classics.
mind. Is there
Absolutely.
anybody for y'all where you like, yo, I need this to continue with my lineage, I should say?
So it's too much to name.
That's a lot.
Just give me like
yeah.
one or two.
Okay,
Just give me
Jeff
like one or-
Red.
Wow.
Need me motherfucking Jeff Red. Bobby Womack.
Bobby.
I'll throw a new nigga in there. Shit.
Joe.
Yeah, nah, they got in the OLS series.
No, not.
Oh shit.
What the fuck?
Oh shit.
Are you crazy? What?
Yo.
Relax.
Come on, sir.
Hey, relax. Hey,
Joe is crazy.
Joe
We
Thomas.
talking about music.
oh shit. That is music.
Nah, we talking.
That shit.
But you know,
Nigga, like this episode is classic.
Joe Thomas, the
Yeah,
singer.
yeah,
Joe.
we need Joe
I feel like
Thomas.
we need.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree with this. All right. Donnell Jones.
Yeah, there we go.
Badu, Jill Scott. Personally, these are just personal.
For sure.
Miguel, Outkast.
Yes.
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 See, these are all like really good names because I feel like as much of an impact as all of these artists have had, I feel like outside of maybe Outkast, because of Andre 3000's massive star, like they kind of, and Erykah Badu, she's
Yeah.
of course, but I feel like a lot of these artists, they just kind of fall through the cracks. And like I have a thing when my sister, she started dating a few years ago. She's now early 20s, so she's dating whatever. And she had this one boyfriend at the time.
Oh yeah.
And she was playing music. Now, again, the same way I said I need my kids to have this knowledge, same way with my sister. It's just embedded in her. Like, she knows music. But her boyfriend at the time, a song came on. And I asked him, hey, do you know who this artist is? And the song was Diary from Alicia Keys. He had no idea who Alicia Keys is. I took him aside. I said, you cannot date my sister until you understand who Alicia Keys is. I'm not even a big Alicia Keys fan.
No, we
Yeah.
know. No,
Relax.
we know.
I'm not the biggest.
No, we know.
But I respect what it is that she did. So I had to pull him aside. I said, you need to know Alicia. You need to know Jasmine Sullivan.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Oh,
you might
Jasmine.
know Beyonce.
Sullivan,
We got to
Jasmine.
go back before
Brandy.
you can keep.
See, but
you
that's
know
why
what
I'm saying
Like,
we gotta do albums because Hotels would definitely be on there.
Yes.
Leon Thomas Mutt would definitely be on there. Bryson Tiller, Trap
see
Soul
what
would
I'm
be on
saying?
there.
Yes.
like, think
There's-
about that. You trying to, but you don't know Alicia Keys.
What? No,
What the fuck?
Why is no? He's not.
What the hell is
Why
wrong?
you
what is
gotta
going-
word it like
What?
that?
No, shit.
I'm sorry.
They are dating.
Hey, man. I'm going to be
wrong
honest.
with you?
Because you got,
How old?
she's 20. She's an adult.
I mean, yeah, but nah.
So that project came out the year they was born.
Exactly.
I don't give a damn.
I do.
You gotta be responsible with your body. Can't let nobody in that's doing
So what
that
you
don't
think
know
they?
that.
What you think they fucking to?
That's the problem.
They not.
That I was feeling you. That nigga munch.
Like, come on, son. You trying to go like, come
That's
on.
crazy.
You can't be a part of the family. I should have said that. That's a better way to say it. You can't be a part of this family and you not really tapped in to just the musical history that got us to where we are today.
I really wonder what is the disconnect though. Like, why aren't they familiar with the Wale's and the?
It's our fault. We blame.
It ain't our fault.
Oh no, yes it is.
Nah, it ain't our fault.
We blame the OGs before us. It's time.
Are you considering us OGs?
Oh shit! Nah, I'm big bro. I'm big.
He just OG'd us.
He did.
I ain't there yet.
I'm big bro.
Time.
I don't think it's our fault though.
You don't think it's our fault?
I really don't, because our era, talking about us, we still champion these artists.
We
all felt the way about that Wale situation.
We did, but that's it. It's just us. Like
It's just us.
It is. I'm sorry. We have access right now. Like, we in the greatest of times. You know, you could go on your phone right now, go find a nigga that make music in Brazil. All you gotta do is type in his name. You can choose it too. It's not just one. Go to Apple Music, go to Spotify. Shit, I use Tidal. You can even go to Tidal. The fact that we have this at the fingertips and nobody's utilizing it is because the younger generation doesn't see the importance of going back. But I feel spoiled. Nigga like me feel like, oh, I could go back to the 70s right now. Oh, it's lit. But you gotta have that want. I don't think that want is there for the young folks, man. It's just Destroy Lonely and Until Japan. I love all the new niggas. Yachty. I fuck with them all. I get it. But the want has to be there. Ain't no want. The want is just with us.
I really do wonder what that is.
What?
Is it just the want? Because why did we want to?
See?
Why did we want to?
Because the blog era helped us, right? Like, you still had to do some digging in the blog era. What are you gonna say? Something?
No, I'm actually glad that you said that, because it's something I did want to talk to y'all specifically about. Is radio. I think radio also forced us at that time to know music. Programming. Right? There was a WBLS that I could go to, and I know what I'm going to get when I go to WBLS.
Oh, it still is. The Quiet Storm.
When I go to Power 105, I know what I'm going to get on Power 105. Yeah. Right? Like, we don't have that. We were programmed, and they call it programming for a reason, right? Like, once I started working at HBO TV and film, we had to go to certain programmers who approve shows, who whatever those executives' roles were to do. But then I started thinking, like, what programming?
It actually is.
Oh no. This is their job to literally program the masses on what we're being fed. And so we don't necessarily have that today because of the phone and listening to the artists in Brazil. I can go do that, right? It's a choice. We didn't necessarily have a choice. And there were jobs in place where people wanted to put out the best, right? You're only going to get on the radio if you are one of the best at what it is that you do. Now, we could talk about gatekeepers and executives, money, and all of those things. Budgets. That does play a part. But for the most part, all of the artists that we still continue to champion, like a Wale, right? Like a Big Sean. He don't like Big Sean, but we gonna talk about
that. I love Big Sean. That's my Aries brother.
Nah, don't do that.
I remember the conversation we had.
Oh, see?
I love Big Sean.
Remember, I'm really good.
I love Big Sean.
I know.
I'm a tough lover. I'm a tough lover. That's all.
But there's just certain artists that, cut through because they were so great, where now I think SoundCloud kind of ruined it. Like, the SoundCloud rapper thing, not only was it a thing because of a certain sound, but it just opened up everything for everybody. So I think that's where the disconnect is. I don't put it on our generation, because when these artists drop, we are still there supporting. Like, last year, we talked about it ad nauseum, but the biggest beef in rap history came from rappers from our era.
Stay right there. A lot of people critique Drake for trying to appeal to a younger demo, right? Most of Drake's fan base is diverse as fuck, right? It can start from a really young age past our current ages, right? So to our point about it, all right, maybe it's not necessarily us. What I mean by is we the only ones that care. You have to make the youth care about the shit from the past. If you don't, there's gonna be a disconnect. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, SoundCloud definitely attributed to it because more subgenres were created. So the youth kind of went to that type of stuff, and I understand that. But you still got to find a way to appeal to the youth. That's why I never really beat Drake up so much, because I get it, right? When you want to be that loved and adorned, it's tough. It's tough. And I'm not saying all artists need to be like this. I'm not saying
felt it.
Me too. I get it.
She really cousin. She really a cousin of this shit, boy. We looked at each other like, oh,
like, Nyla, do you have any thoughts? I'm not saying that you have to do it, but you can understand it. I can see an artist who doesn't want to be forgotten about from the newer fans. I can see that.
Similar to what you were saying about Timbaland, I think both of them are just constantly trying to reinvent themselves so they can stay relevant.
Right.
But I wouldn't even say my biggest critique with Drake is wanting to stay relevant. I think that's like normal.
Yeah.
My critique with Drake is just lack of growth in it. I feel like the trying to stay relevant and like appealing to young people is based off of like style. Like the pigtails, the barrettes, the nail polish, like that is like the young shit.
But sound too, right? Like he did a Cash Cobain type joint on the last album.
But that's always been him. Like he always camouflages himself to other people's sounds.
He always gonna steal sauce.
But in the process of...
See, I wasn't gonna say that.
I'm saying,
but
he's always gonna steal sauce.
But you're still appealing to that demo while quote unquote stealing, right?
For sure.
Two birds, one stone,
Yeah. Look, no, I want him to evolve music, like pen-wise, what you're talking about. Like, you've been, complaining about women. You still complaining about women. We ain't get that Love album yet.
Now we got it.
Maybe he ain't
some sexy songs for you.
Aye, man.
He dropped that shit on Valentine's Day, and there was not one. And I think that's why it didn't land well for me originally when I first heard it, because it's Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to like get in the zone, some sexy songs for you, and you on here bashing bitches.
Yeah.
Like not what I was going for, but I think it aged well. But just a Valentine's Day project, that was not a Valentine's Day project.
Yeah. So wait, do y'all really want growth from Drake?
I do. Him and Future, by the way. It's not just Drake.
Really?
Yes, I really do.
So what do you want to hit? Because this is something I've actually thought about a lot since the rap battles, happened. And I've said to myself, I'm like, why do I want growth to come from people that want to grow?
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to come natural to that artist. I do. If you still doing what you doing, then just keep speaking from that perspective.
You're right.
Right?
You're right, and I don't disagree with that. I'm not forcing anybody to grow, but I think because I'm somebody who's constantly looking to evolve, I'm looking for others to constantly evolve. So if you're not evolving, you no longer serve me.
Right.
That's the disconnect.
I don't think it's growth that I'm looking for. I think it's balance.
But you got the balance already.
Nah, not exactly.
You got it on Take Care. You got it on Nothing Was the Same.
When you say balance, you still want him to do fuck nigga shit but then love his wife?
You see what I'm saying?
And maybe not fuck nigga, just more introspective. But like, not let me just get on your Instagram captions introspective. Like I've heard that. I've heard like I want to hear about you when you're in that mansion, when you're in that palace, and you're just really hurting right now.
It's you and the 13 niggas, the security guards.
I think that's
the 16-year-old volleyball bitches.
I like this energy.
She wildin'.
I love it. She wildin'.
Yeah, we totally want to hear about that. Adolescence. Woo. No, we don't. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that.
I get that. I'm with you.
And honestly, I was talking about this the other day. I feel like I'm a really big Ciara fan. I love Ciara and Russell. I think they're so cute, and I'm so happy that she found a man who's willing to love her. And honestly, I don't know the ins and outs of her relationship with Future, but I had really loved Ciara and Future, like at first.
Really?
What?
As a couple?
Them. Yeah, like I thought they were like the Jay-Z and Beyonce of Atlanta.
It wasn't Bow Wow and C? Okay.
It wasn't.
Because that was my Hove and B at first.
Was it really?
Nah, I'm fucking with you. I wasn't here for that shit.
Like, word?
No, but I really thought Ciara and Future were like the J&B of Atlanta, especially Future having Dungeon Family roots, but then he was able to reinvent, he didn't sound like the original Dungeon Family. Future obviously is Future, but like I would love to see would have loved to see what an artist like Future look like married. What does the 444 for Future sound like? Like you're still in the strip club.
Well, you got it already. You just you got to take it from another artist. Jeezy. Right? And that's kind of like the hill I'm kind of staying on now when it comes to what I want or what I'm looking for from a particular artist, right? I like Drake when he talking about his relationships and the women. I do. As human beings, we naturally relate. We've been in these scenarios, right? True. I'd rather just pivot to an artist who's on that. Styles P, you want that adult shit? What's good? Jim Jones, I get some of that from you, even though they call you a YN sometimes. Was good. Lloyd Banks, every single new release from you, I get that level of maturity in rap. I don't necessarily need it from a dude who ain't there yet, right? So that's just something I've had to tell myself. Honestly. I'm like, I can still get it. I can still receive it.
I'm not mad at that.
Same.
Y'all remember Music Choice?
Oh
Yes.
my God.
Music choice was another one of those tools that programmed us. Like
True.
if my mom every Sunday would go to Music Choice Gospel. And for 14 hours straight, if you touch that motherfucking TV and change it, like, but I knew what I was gonna get when I went there,
Yeah.
right? And
Facts.
they had the country channels, the rock channels, the hip hop. They even had like the classic R&B in hip hop channels, right? So like that was some form of programming. I think
Absolutely.
we just kind of lost that. But I'm sitting here with two people who actually work in radio. So I'm curious to know y'all thoughts about podcasting, content creation versus like traditional radio, so to speak.
Nyla, would love to hear from you. Nyla, who has been featured on The Breakfast Club, of course. She's worked with Angie Martinez. These are some big ass radio shows.
The resume is.
I mean, it's stacked. The legends. I mean,
I would say, I don't know. I think it's interesting. It's something that I often reflect on because it's like living in different worlds right now. Coming here is a completely different world than being over there. And then, I mean, even, I guess I'll keep it radio versus podcast. But I think they're both important. I think radio speaks to a different demo and also just a different level of like comfort. Because there's some people who are like, a podcast, why am I turning on a podcast? Some people still don't understand the concept of listening to just audio, but those people do understand, let me just have some background noise while I drive and drop you off to the airport. So I think it's just different demos, but wait, what was your question about it?
Because Memphis Bleek, he was actually just on the Breakfast Club, and he spoke to it like, yo, I love radio. I'm never going to abandon radio. And I hear that from a lot of artists from that generation. Like, yo, radio is always going to see me. No matter what these podcasts are doing, because he did Drink Champs, and he had a really great interview there. He's launching his own podcast, but he was like, yo, when it's time for me to promo, I'm going to the radio. But what loved me back then is the thing that I love today, and I'm going to support it, right? So, like, Alex, you're in the Sirius building every day. So I wanted to just be like, hey, I'm not there. I haven't been there. It's been a goal of mine. That was something that I wanted to do at some point. But now I'm like, all right, I kind of found my footing in this podcasting thing. I want to hear from the people who's actually in it on the day-to-day, the radio versus podcasting conversation.
Working in radio made me realize that we are privileged. Real shit. We pay for things that a lot of people don't. Again, we love music up here. We keep up with music. We keep up with current events, cultural events, etc. So, of course, we're going to listen to the new albums from our faves. I've been just talking to people who just got nothing to do with this. Ain't no industry involved. Them niggas are not paying for Apple Music. I just learned this.
Yo.
He was using a third-party app. I ain't gonna snitch on him, but he still got one of them. You remember those third-party apps we had to use?
Like LimeWire?
No, the third-party apps we had to use on the iPhones before Apple Music and those came.
Yes.
Like all of the Spinrilla and all that shit. He got one of them cracked, jailbroken. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh my God. There are people here that don't just get in the car, put on the headphones, and head over to the playlist that Apple curated today. And that's why I feel like the importance of radio is always going to be there. Everybody's money is different. What they decide to fill their day with is different. And not for nothing, we do need a little bit of programming. We do enough ourselves.
I agree. Also, another thing as far as radio goes, it's like radio does help for a song to last longer than, like the average life of like a TikTok song or something like that. So not only do artists get paid more because of the residuals, they get paid every time the song gets played. But also like as a DJ, like I get a plaque if I keep playing the record because I'm helping you go diamond, or I'm helping you go gold, or I'm helping you go platinum.
I never knew that was like a thing. For DJs? I didn't know that.
DJs get plaque. If you help push and break that record, you're a part of it.
Really?
Absolutely.
I did not know that.
I got a few of them things.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you. That's what's up. I didn't know that. Is there something that podcasts can take from traditional radio and vice versa?
I'll speak for myself. Just flexibility, newer ideas. I think sometimes a lot of these companies just continue what they were taught from however many years ago, right? And podcasting is so brand new that people are constantly trying something else. So.
Flexibility for sure. Emphasize on that. It's just they're not keeping up with the times. So on a podcast, we could talk about the song that just dropped literally right. Oh, it just dropped. Yo,
Right now.
you're not good. We're like radio programming. You know, the way that the system works is they want to do research. Does this song work? Do people like it? It's like it's just an old system that doesn't really work for today's time and how fast things move.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I guess that also falls back on flexibility.
And now, me being a friend, because I don't want y'all to have a lopsided answer, switch that up for radio. You get what I'm saying? Like, how can radio, or what are some of the things that podcasts can pull from traditional radio that would kind of assist to help it? I'll give you one that I can think of.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then y'all go.
Okay.
Y'all in the building. Hold on.
We want to say.
I don't know.
Y'all in the building, goddamn.
Man, I'm listening.
I will say this: as somebody who's been doing podcasts, especially culturally commentary podcasts, I think you and I, Alex, we've been able to really do a phenomenal job because we just have great chemistry and understanding and energy.
Yeah.
But I think podcasters can, obviously you need a mic. Obviously you need equipment. But I think we need to make it a necessity or emphasize the importance of a producer.
Okay.
Right? Radio comes with programming.
Yeah.
And programs have producers.
Not
and
all
people
the time, but yes.
Okay.
It would be nice.
It would be nice. It would be nice. And I'm talking about maybe the top of the food chain.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
It's
Yes.
only the top, though.
Only the top.
Yeah, only the top
big
have that.
ones.
Well, that's because when you're not at that top of the food chain, you are the producer as well, right? Like
you
you're
You
kinda-
are the everything.
You're the producer, the engineer,
The board op,
Nigga,
talent,
Yeah.
that
the
shit,
reads, the
wow.
weather.
Answer the calls.
Hold on. I know she done told the nigga, hey, a chance of sunshine on Tuesday at 2 a.m. or some
That is
shit.
me.
I know you did that.
I would say something that I would like for podcasts to be able to have, that's something that radio has, but we're just not allowed to, is like the ability to actually play music without being flagged.
That's what I was gonna say.
Nobody's trying to steal your music. We're just trying to highlight. And I feel like it would do wonders for everybody, podcasters and like artists.
She just took my answer. That's it right there. That's the biggest problem. We
You
play.
had all the time in the world to say that. Now I took it.
Yo,
away.
nah, yo,
She is comfortable in this studio,
so what's
goddammit.
up with you, man?
I am not your twin.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
See, that'd be me. He called me twin. I say the same thing.
Nigga,
I
fuck
am not
you.
your twin.
I'm off that with you. I'm off,
You see, yeah,
off that
bro.
with you. I just tried to call the nigga my twin months ago. He rejected me.
Yeah, I said, nah, hold up.
I tried to call him at first.
Because twin feels just very, I don't know.
Personal.
So we personal, me and you,
Nah,
you
but,
and I.
But not when you do
Oh,
it with
God.
with them. I don't feel
it's
that.
personal too.
Asian lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need that me. I need that Giphy.
Just bring everybody in, right? That'd be Alex with twin. Just bring everybody in. God damn. All right, cool. I ain't mad.
That's
at
why
that.
nobody be beefing with me, man.
Yeah, I ain't mad.
Nah, except that one nigga I told you about, but forget it.
Lord.
The one I know about. No,
Yeah.
you beefing with him.
No.
Why is y'all beefing?
Nothing.
It's over a girl, isn't it?
Never
No,
me.
no.
Come on, Nyla.
Never me. I'm
Nyla.
so P.
I'm so player.
Do the laugh.
You know that. Come on, you know I'm player.
You can't tell?
You know.
Look at him. Yeah, do a close up right now.
Don't do
I wish we could zoom the camera in. That nigga is P.
Don't do that.
Master P. No limit soul.
Yo, we have so much to talk about, right?
All right, let's do it.
The F stands for, we still ain't figured that out, but I need to know what the P stands for.
Player.
Oh.
Oh man, Alex.
Yeah, man.
Do you want to get into one of these segments that we have here for Nyla? The Is It Over segment.
Ooh, is it over? So Nyla, we're introducing new things here on the podcast.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Now, with your help, we're gonna determine some questions we really need the answers to.
Okay.
All right. We're playing Is It Over with Nyla Symone. And we're going to tell you a few things, and we want you just answer and let us know if you think they're still here, still relevant, or it's over with.
Okay.
You cool with that?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, cool. You're a DJ. We spoke to it all episode. Song of the summer. Is it over? I'm asking you, girl. Don't look at me.
Like, do we not have a song of the summer?
Is it still a thing?
Does it hold the same weight?
Right. Does it hold the same weight? Absolutely.
Is it over for the song of the summer?
Yes. Take your time now. I know
I don't feel like it's over, but I can't pinpoint what the song of the summer is right now.
For this year.
Yeah,
I thought it was
for
going to
this
be
year.
Nokia, but
I never thought it was going to be
You never thought that?
No.
Damn. Y'all,
I told you that. You actually
It was
told me
too
it was
soon.
Song of the Summer like 2 weeks ago.
But
And I
they
told
start-
you, first, it's not even summer yet.
But they start Song of the Summer talks in late spring. You know how I go now.
But he didn't drop that. Like he dropped that on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
There's no
He
way
had
that shit was making it to the summer. I'm not
You
saying
don't
I
think-
didn't like the song. I'm just
No, I
saying it
know
was
what you
too
mean.
soon for it to be Song of the Summer.
Okay.
Song of the Summer
Gotcha.
gotta drop like now, like April.
Yeah, it starts
June.
like late springish.
Yeah.
Can I give y'all a few Song of the Summers, previous
Sure,
summers
sure.
that
Yes.
may qualify? Last year, Sexy Red, Get It Sexy. Mm-hmm. I feel like that was one of the songs of the
Get It
summer.
Sexy.
For sure.
Cash Cobain, Fisher.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
That was one.
That was one.
2023, Gonna Fuck You Me.
Yeah, that one was stupid.
That was massive.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Sexy Red that year, Ski. And then even like if we
Ski.
going back, like 2017, I remember those songs of the summer.
He said I was outside.
Wild Thoughts.
Ooh.
When you hear that, it's like, oh,
I think about the rooftop.
you feel
I
it?
think about the rooftop.
No
Like,
bullshit.
That's the feeling of like song of the
Yeah,
summer. So
facts.
that's why we wanted to know: is it over for song of the summer?
I don't think it's over, but I just don't know who it's gonna be yet.
Okay.
I'm waiting.
So you saying it's over? Because we used to, or labels
How
at
we gonna
least.
say over? It hasn't started. I'm not giving up.
Nala, we there. We in the middle of June.
To hang it up.
Nah, I know it ain't too hot outside, but we in the middle of June. We should know by now. That's why I thought
We should know by
we
now,
should
but-
know. We should definitely know. Maybe we might get a late contender. Who knows?
And even the songs that we listed for last year and the year before, like they were really good songs.
Yeah.
But when I said Wild Thoughts, did you see that reaction?
Yeah, her eyes
We
lit up.
didn't really get that for them other songs that was a little bit more recent. So
Yeah.
I think not only are we talking about this year because the summer really hasn't started, but just that feeling of when this song came on, I remember what year it was. I remember what time it was. Like the last 2 years kind of seemed blurred. Like you could have told me "Fuck You Mean" was last year. I would have been like, oh, word, that was the song.
Gotcha.
But that was really 2 years ago. So that's what I mean. Like, is the idea, the concept of Song of the Summer over? Not necessarily this year's Song of the
Well,
Summer.
if he didn't just, keep making the same song, I don't think he would have felt that way. But,
Ooh.
Gunna. Waiting for
Yeah,
him.
I don't know. It's hard to tell right now because and I guess it just depends on like the demo that you're looking for. But like, she was a fairy. Yeah.
Temporary.
And
Social media
I
hits.
know. But
Yeah.
sometimes it goes off and it's like, okay, this is the one. And then
Yeah.
sometimes it's like, bitch, why are you playing this? You have no taste. It's like, oh my God, I was trying to be hip. Okay, next song.
Songs like that only last for the hook. 'Cause
I
they
know.
don't be knowing the verse.
Yo, that Jello record.
Nobody knew the verse.
I might swerve in that corner. Whoa, whoa.
Yo, that shit lasted 15 seconds.
I'm tired. I'm
I'm happy as hell.
Because he been putting
That
out.
was AI.
No.
He pulled the
that
Timbaland.
was the
I'm not gonna
brother.
lie. That nigga said, "Give me some Master P."
Yeah.
He called out, "Yo, let me get some P real quick.
some P,
Throw
man.
it in the AI."
and
I
P
might,
is programming, okay? 'Cause
Yes,
that
P
shit
is
was
for programming.
programming.
Absolutely, P is for programming.
Yeah, nah, that was
Because
some
he been
bullshit.
putting out other music.
Has
and,
he?
Oh, see, nobody even knows.
Oh, like
you know,
that
I
Lil
keep
Wayne?
up. Nah.
You talking about the Wayne remix? Yeah, I did see. I saw it.
that Lil Wayne shit, right?
And then I was like, if you're gonna do that, you should really invite them all. It shouldn't just be Wayne.
Yeah.
Get Juvie, Manny, but whatever.
Do it correctly.
It just goes back to our conversation earlier about how
They
people
don't
just
care.
they just
They
don't.
don't
They not
care.
doing it.
Exactly.
They not doing it.
They don't care.
Wayne
It's just
got
us.
that check.
Facts. He damn sure did.
This nigga got out of there.
Is it over for the double XL freshman cover?
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's over for them freestyles.
Oh yeah.
Them freestyles, hang it up. Ain't nobody doing it. I mean, there are artists who do it, but y'all never pick those artists. Like, who could actually hold weight on that?
Exactly.
But I do think that the actual like statement of those lists, I think people still tap in. I think it's still an honor to get mentioned on it. Yeah.
Okay.
I love that.
We spoke about the summer. Is Hot Girl Summer officially over? I remember when y'all was speaking of that, man. It was fuck your nigga.
I ain't gonna lie.
It was.
I know who ended that, but I ain't gonna say it.
Nah, I know who ended it too. I ain't gonna.
Who ended it?
He not here.
I ain't gonna say
They
it.
not here.
Where they at?
Oh, I shouldn't.
Where they at? Where
They behind some bars.
Ah,
Cali.
Ended that shit.
yeah. It feels wrong to even answer that.
Yeah. Well, just the terminology.
It feels wrong to even answer that.
Fine. You got it.
Hold up. I'm ready back. I said, wait. Yeah, I think a nigga, a little short guy ended that one.
That's over with.
Like, I mean,
Or just one of them bodied, right? Like it felt pretty supportive.
Yes, because it was a lot of other artists like the City Girls.
Yeah.
City Girls,
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, yeah.
It was a movement.
Yeah,
so
definitely a movement. Yeah.
Is it over? I think there's always going to be space for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's probably a new term they're gonna give
New
us.
term, yeah. Like, this is a bad time to say it, but I know Young Miami and Diddy was trying to push act bad. Act bad. That was supposed to be like the
They
new.
was acting too bad.
Niggas was acting bad.
Acting too bad. Right? You gotta believe people when they
That's when they tell you some shit.
Because he was going around, take that, act bad. What the fuck?
Bad boy.
Bad boy. The
Crazy.
intro. Take that. Like
And act bad.
Yeah.
And get in your bag, like, oh, wow. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, it's
Is
fine.
it over for Diddy? No.
Yes.
Is the album rollout over?
No.
No? Okay.
No. And honestly, we got to stop with the surprise drops. We don't even got to stop with the surprise drops. I think there's two games you can play. You can play where you're just catering to your initial audience, those who fuck with you. And then if you're like a bigger artist, if you have, a mainstream thing and you do a drop like that, obviously it has more of an effect. But I don't think album rollouts are over, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Like Doechie's rollout, I feel like it's still going on.
Yeah,
That is
I
true.
agree with you. You just need some money.
But nah, when you're an industry plant, sometimes your shit get extended.
Oh my God, please stop.
Nah, that's what the street's saying.
The
It ain't me.
streets say a lot of stupid shit. People don't be knowing nothing about nothing.
The street's saying when you got they push the button on you, your shit get extended.
I mean, there's a few buttons that could be hit, yes, but it's not industry plant.
Got it.
Yeah, talent gonna have to come through after a while.
And she is super
Yeah.
talented. She is super talented.
Yeah.
Is posting your relationships on social media over?
Why you laughing like my laugh now?
Twin!
Why you laughing like me? What's up? You good?
That is so funny.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm
Is you
chilling.
cool?
I'm chilling. Yeah, I personally was never really into that. I think.
Keep your nigga under wraps. I know that.
I mean, I don't know about that. I don't know about that either, but
keep that nigga at home.
She run a tight shit.
Yeah, she
run a tight shit. God damn.
Keep that nigga under the bed. I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah, we need to talk, nigga. Not you.
You just not you. You just stay right here. I'm gonna just go see Charlamagne and the Breakfast Club today. I'm gonna be right back.
yo, stop.
I don't blame you, girl.
No, social media, posting your nigga on social media has just never been the move.
Nah, same.
Like, never ever in life.
Same.
Like, I was joking about that too, because when Facebook used to be like, such and such is now in a relationship with such and such.
worse.
Why was that ever a thing? That was nasty work.
And people used to get
that
tight
was.
when they found out.
Yes.
People used to
That
get
was.
angry.
That
Like,
was.
wait, you're not single no more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like, once married, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Once
not
married-
mad. Once you got the ring,
Once married, you can see your shoulder.
yeah, yo, a tight shit.
Nah, honestly,
She running a
I'm
tight
with her though.
shit.
Nah, if she not that cool. Yeah.
She gotta be that cool if you married. What you mean?
But the world don't need to know.
I'm not mad at
Because
that.
the world don't need to know, because once the world know, then they gonna try to fuck your nigga.
Nah,
Nah, I be waiting for somebody to try and fuck mine.
wait, yo, what?
Fuck your nigga?
Nah, not my nigga. I don't got no nigga. Yo, y'all good? Yo, y'all cool? Yo, Nyla.
You mentioned the D word one time.
Are y'all good? Y'all cool here?
You trying to fuck yours, huh?
I be waiting for somebody to take what's mine. I ain't gonna lie. Because if you could take it, that shit really yours. I'd stand by that.
He comes
feel
from
that.
that school. Alex does come
I
from
do
that
feel
school.
that.
I do. I dare you.
I ain't
Put her
mad
on
at
the
that.
junction seat. Like,
I'm not on the
I'm the
junction. Oh my God.
just to see what's really good.
Tight
Lord have
shit.
mercy.
Y'all
Tight
run a
shit.
tight shit.
You don't run a tight ship.
Oh, shit. Ironclad.
You posting fine shit.
Nah, I don't do that. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna do that. I don't do that. Yeah, my shit ironclad. But when I do, that's the one.
Married.
For sure.
Married,
Or
yeah.
potential to marry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like
Understood.
how you take a picture with any girl and people just think it's your girl. Like,
Man.
I know, nah. Yo, she posted her brother one time.
Yeah.
Niggas was in the comments crying.
Mad as hell.
Mad as hell.
I lost 1,000 followers. I literally lost
It was
1,000.
your real brother.
My
Yes.
blood brother.
Yes, they were just hugging.
Damn. That's how you know she run a tight ass shit. As soon as they seen a dick on there,
Niggas got out of there. Niggas got
like,
out of
they didn't
there.
care who it
Niggas got out of
was.
there.
They just was
Yeah,
waiting.
It's over.
That's
niggas got out of
crazy.
That's so unfortunate. I hate that.
It is.
I really hate that, actually. That was so mean for no reason. I had to come back the next day like, guys, it's my brother. Please stop unfollowing me.
Niggas be like, oh, that's your man? Oh, I'm out of here. I didn't know you had a nigga.
But the crazy, they don't have a chance in the first place.
That part.
That's
and
the
then
crazy shit.
Also, I don't even be be doing. All I post is work. I don't be posting.
Nyla, please.
Nah, but you make it look cool as fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
Your work is amazing.
Yeah,
Yes.
your work.
But I'm saying,
You be outside. You be putting on nice outfits.
okay,
you a fly
okay, but
girl.
I'm working.
Niggas
Okay,
will see
cool.
you.
It's fly, great, but like,
She try to
you gonna unfollow
Yeah.
me?
Nah, I mean, they think they have a chance.
The unfollow was crazy. I took it personal.
You
I took it
understand?
personal.
People be having crushes, and then once their crush gets
Y'all
tarnished in
niggas
their
got
mind-
crushes on Beyonce. Y'all ain't unfollowing her.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Nah,
Okay.
let Maya pop out with some shit. I'm gonna follow so quick.
I
No,
can't
bruh.
front.
That's why
I'm gonna be
she
honest.
asexual. That's why I'm mad with it. Cause she ain't never
Stop
getting no
it.
man. She don't want a nigga.
I
She
ain't
can
gonna
have
lie.
what she wants.
Asexual.
She is.
She is. She
said
married
that.
herself. Real shit.
She married herself. That's
Yeah,
why
you
I'm
know?
gonna always support that.
Yeah, she's literally in a relationship with herself.
She said that.
Yeah, no, this is mad long ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Now
This
if she
is
pop out
confirmed.
with somebody, you know, my finger might get froggy. I might have to go. I might have to get up out of there.
It's terrible.
Nah, I can't front.
That's my crush.
Who was
Don't
it?
break my heart.
Tell me you ain't gonna lose you. Flo Milli popped out with a baby. I don't follow.
You did?
But I refollowed.
Yo, y'all. Nah, this breaks my heart. Honestly, why? Why y'all can't let us be happy?
I was happy from afar.
You was never gonna get with her anyway.
Yo, you cool?
You wasn't gonna get with Maya either.
You never know.
You never know.
You
I
did.
could have dead got with Flo Milli, but she like Haitians. I'm Nigerian.
I remember.
Oh yeah.
What's going on here? What's the meaning of this?
Yo, every Tuesday we
What's-
here, same
what's the
time. I ain't
meaning of
gonna lie
this?
to you, Nyla.
Every week we be here.
Every
Please
week.
stop. You was doing good. You didn't do it at all. I was like, thank God he forgot.
I find out what's the meaning of this. Relax now, relax.
Whatever.
It's okay.
Oh man, y'all are
It's
great.
okay.
You've been great.
Yeah, she's been amazing.
Like Alex said though,
Thank
we
you.
are incorporated
Yes.
some new things here on the pod. We did have a spin-off show, Curated Chaos.
Yeah.
We do like to bring some of those segments onto the main pod, especially when we have friends, family in the building.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I want you to blindly rank these DJ anthems.
Oh shit.
As a DJ yourself, you know what gets the people going.
Okay.
Okay. I tried to keep it in a similar era, but I want you to blindly rank these songs and, you know, we'll go from there. Okay.
Okay.
So 1 through 5.
Okay.
Okay. 1 through 5.
No pressure.
First song up, we have Future March Madness.
Okay.
Where do you put Future March Madness?
I
1
need-
thll 5.
I need to hear the other 5.
This is
That's
called
not how it
a
works, Nyla.
blindly-
Nyla.
Well, I'm gonna give it. Wait, hold up. Let me break this shit
That's
down
not
for
how
one more
it
time,
works.
because we fam now. So I gotta talk to blind. You know Stevie Wonder. We was talking about that nigga earlier.
That nigga can see.
Blind. He don't know what's coming next.
All
nigga
right.
see.
I'll give Future March Madness 5.
Put it at 5.
Yes.
Okay, so
Sure.
that's real low.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not mad at that. Next, we got No Hands by Waka Flocka featuring Roscoe Dash and Wale.
Yeah, era.
3.
3. That's nice. That's
Say,
safe.
look, ma, no hands. I know
That's
right.
nice and safe. Can you see my list? Hold
I
up.
can't.
Nah, she
Aight,
can't see.
aight,
She
cool,
over there
cool,
squinting.
cool,
I see
cool.
her from here.
Next up, she trying, right?
She's squinting mad hard.
We got Drake. Nice for what?
Oh, that's. I need to know what the other ones are.
Nah, you got it right here.
Blind. Yo, Alex,
Okay,
take
4.
your glasses off. Show her what blind is.
4. It's 4. That's so stupid.
So you got Drake in number 4?
Yeah, number 4.
Okay, so you kept your 1 and 2 spot open,
Yeah.
right? You don't know what's coming
She's
next.
smart, girl, smart.
But I kind of like your chances.
All right.
Cardi B, Bodak Yellow. Where you putting that?
Ooh.
1, 2.
2.
2?
Yeah.
So you leaving number 1 open. This is a dangerous
We're gonna
game.
ask you again. Bodak Yellow was impactful. Like,
No, don't lead the witness. She said
shit.
2.
All right,
She
but my
said 2.
fault. I thought she was looking for a Cody. My fault.
So your last song in your number 1 slot will be Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. So with that being said, your DJ anthem list ranks.
This is for 2025
For whenever.
in particular.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So
We can
no.
do that. We can. Yo,
Nyla's funny
She
as
like,
hell.
wait, hold on, nigga. You ain't about to get me. I got you. We gonna let you rock with that. Your list consists of number 5, you had Future, March Madness. Number 4, you had Drake, Nice for What. Number 3, you had No Hands, Waka Flocka. Number 2, Cardi B, Bodak Yellow. And number 1, Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us.
Blindly is just so hard.
It's
Yeah,
tough.
it is. That's the thing.
And you gotta stand on this list. Like,
Yeah.
there's a graphic being created right now with your face in that list.
Use his face.
I know it, yo.
That's
But
dope.
you know, there were some other songs. I was expecting a song that I know was like one of
I know.
those shut shit down
You
songs.
thought-
I kept waiting, so I'm like, I'm gonna put that below.
What, was it Dreams and Nightmares?
I thought Dreams and Nightmares
I
was gonna be on there.
I
Yeah.
was gonna do it, but everybody knows that's number one.
Yeah.
So I couldn't
Guess
give
you
that.
could have, my nigga, because that's why I was
That's
putting
what you was
everything
hoping.
below. I'm like, obviously, this one gotta be said. All right.
That is the one. So yeah.
Fine, fine.
But honestly, you got a good list. I think that's a good
No,
list.
yeah, it's just
That's
solid,
actually
man.
a great list.
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
amazing.
Thanks.
It sound like one of your sets,
Try
right?
to do. You know, I'm figuring out the anthem list for the R&B, for the
Okay.
slow R&B.
Can we have some?
Yes, one that gets the girls going. You gotta wait till they're really, really drunk. And personally, if I have like guy friends in the spot, I'll tell them like, if you see the bitch singing this, be concerned. Be concerned.
Yo,
Okay.
how crazy you sound. What is it? What song is it?
SZA, The Weeknd.
Woo! That turn them up.
They be screaming it at the top of their lungs. That's
Yeah,
that's
'cause
how I
they-
came to that conclusion I was saying earlier, where
Hey,
I'm like, yo, I gotta pray for us.
Nah,
Because
yeah.
I see what that record do.
As soon
That's one
as
of the
they get to
ones.
singing that, you go right over
Say
there
you
by 'em.
got a girl.
They just
Like,
go
damn, you okay with this?
Yeah.
Y'all okay with this? Y'all really feel and relate to this?
What she said she there for the weekend, right? Ain't that how the song go? That's what.
Yes.
That's how the song go. Yeah, that's what she
I
said.
just want better.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you got to change kind of, not your entire set, obviously you got to curate it where you are, but like there's certain songs you know is going to hit. Do you feel like this year there may be some songs that may have hit in previous years that you're like, you know what? I'm probably going to stay away from that one because it's outdated.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
All right.
All the time.
Oh, like
Really?
Kel shit,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, that
I mean,
what?
we just, like, which one?
Oh, like Kel shit, right? Yeah.
She never
I ain't
was
gonna
putting
lie.
that.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Don't lie to us then.
All right, I'm not gonna include it in my set,
Mm-hmm.
but in my personal sets, I mean, even this morning, you're so sexy.
Yo.
I like
He got
it. That's
you.
my shit, man.
Fiesta?
Yo, me and
After
him.
the party is the after party.
Fiesta?
See, but if I do that one, sometimes if I'm bold, I'll sprinkle that one in, but I only do J part and then I'll
Yeah.
get out.
Lady.
It's dangerous because, you know, I don't want to take
No.
lightly, you know.
But
Of
think
course,
about it
of
like
course.
this: the people who he hurt benefit, because that's where the money goes.
Wait,
Oh,
hold on.
really?
When you stream his music, yeah, it goes to them.
Okay.
Wow, then
Yeah.
that makes me feel,
Yeah.
A little, all right.
I don't know. I need to hear from them. What do they prefer? But
Yeah, just we talking, side to side, 1-2 step. We not talking
and let me
12
see
play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
No, we ain't
That
that
I'm
was
talking
enough.
about your shirt.
Oh,
Now
I
just
know,
started
but
singing because of the shirt.
You see the shirt? You forgot you was wearing that, didn't you?
He said all donations go to the.
The foundation for people that was hurt.
Man, that's so sad.
He and I, sometimes we do Same Girl.
Oh
The duet.
wow!
That's
And
it.
who takes
we,
on?
We switch it up.
Oh, okay. Y'all both
It's
play
like
Kel.
Styles and Kiss.
Oh.
You never know who gonna give the next ball. All right, we just go because I
Feel
don't want to
me?
incriminate myself or my brother.
Good,
But
good.
that's one of the ones where
Feel me?
That's a good
It's a
one.
little tricky.
I'm entertained.
It's a little
Went to
tricky.
Georgia Tech.
Yep.
Works for TB.
Yep. You
And I
gotta
can't
get it up.
believe this.
Yo.
Damn.
Oh.
What time is wrong? All right, my fault.
Yeah,
My
see,
fault.
chill, 'cause I was about to get mixed up.
I was about to, my fault. I ain't want you.
I be confused because sometimes I go out and I hear R. Kelly and I'm like, oh, so this is okay.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has a different.
The only time I got in trouble for playing somebody, one time I got in trouble in Harlem for playing Jack Harlow. They said we don't play that up
Oh
here.
yeah, you should have known
And
that.
then one time I got in trouble for playing Kodak. Maybe
Where
not even
were
saying
you?
trouble, but like,
They
you
was
Where,
like,
somebody was like,
where were you?
not that.
In New York?
yeah,
Really?
Kodak. Yeah, I was in Manhattan.
He was in Manhattan?
The Jack Harlow one feel a little racist.
I mean,
Super racist.
That's kind of
That song
what
was
you
good
was
as
in there
fuck.
playing Fergalicious joint? You was playing there playing Glamorous?
No, I wasn't playing
She was
that.
in there playing Glamorous
I
around
was gonna
the G's.
Yo, this was around pandemic. I was playing What's Poppin'. Or no. He had dropped that EP.
Yeah, nah.
And he had that song, I Want to See Some Ass.
Yeah, nah.
I wanna
And they
see
wasn't
some
doing that
ass.
Uptown? They wasn't fucking with that shit,
They was
Harlem?
not. You would think Uptown would fuck with it though, because it had like a
It had
Latin.
that bop, yeah.
I ain't gonna do it.
Okay.
She learned the hard way.
Yeah, that one ain't going.
I tried.
I ain't mad at that.
At least you tried, though. At least you tried.
Alex, you want to talk a little bit about what's happening in the world this week?
With what
Grammys,
part?
the Grammys, the Grammys, the Grammys, the Grammys.
We're gonna get to Justin Bieber in a second before we get up out of here.
Okay.
But now, did you hear about the new Grammy categories? No.
Yes
and no. Okay,
Yeah.
let me read them.
Cover art.
Yes, a cover art is one of them, which is weird to me. Tell me your thoughts on that quickly.
I like it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a fan of art in general, and I think cover art is important. So yeah, I think it's a good
For
one.
sure.
Damn.
Speaking of cover art, I know we talked about Drake, but that Certified Lover Boy cover art is one of the most atrocious things I've ever seen in my
Absolutely.
life.
No
It
question.
actually brings the value down of that album every time I see those emojis. But we don't gotta stay there because they say like we
But it stuck out to you.
Yeah.
But it stuck out to
Because
you.
I was listening to the album the other day. I went back to the song he did with Hove. And I forget he even had a song with
Forgot about
Jay-Z
that.
on that album. Then I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit, let me go back and tap in. And it hit me like, yo, the cover art is so important because I don't even want to listen to this shit because of what I have to see on my
That
fucking
thing.
screen. Like, yeah, it is important. So shout out to the Grammys for getting that right. That's important.
Yeah, and salute to all the niggas that make butt music, but it's really about to prioritize their covers. Salute to y'all. You can win a Grammy too. The other new
This guy.
Nah, I ain't going. I know a few niggas right now. I can't name who is Kanye. Oh,
But I feel
Kanye
like,
somewhere cooking for a cover.
oh
Watch.
my God, you think so?
He's somewhere cooking the cover up. Are you crazy?
But I feel like this category should really pay attention to like art in a different way. So like it should encourage artists to work with creative directors who are actually doing dope creative direction. Because I feel like you said, like Drake just took a bunch of emojis, slapped some shit together, but like I don't know. Let's like actually highlight people who are doing dope shit. Like
Absolutely.
not to keep harping on Doechii, but the alligator, her, like that's very out the box. Who the fuck is taking a picture with an alligator?
Exactly. Y'all gonna be tight if AI wins that award. Like if someone uses AI to create a cover.
AI should be disqualified from winning Academy Awards.
It's a cover.
Yeah, but it's still
Learn the lines
Academy.
now, right?
I don't know. I don't think it should be accepted.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't think it should be
I know
accepted.
you want it.
No, right. And the other category that was added was the best traditional country album, which focuses on traditional country music.
Yeah,
Now-
they said this Shabuzi shit. Oh hell no.
Oh.
This Beyonce
Say
shit.
shit.
Oh hell no.
We got something for y'all.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
I was pretty angry at first. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh, you trying to get the niggas out. But then I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? There are a ton of genres that have subgenres.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at them adding another one, even though I know it's really some racist shit. It got to a point where we're keeping up with the music that they make. So I understand that side of it, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
It feels a little racist and all that. You know how when she played Jack Harlow in Harlem, and I said it feel a little racist? This one feels a smidgen, a little bit of racist.
No, for sure. It said it focuses on traditional country music. Well, what the fuck was they making
But
then?
that I guess that so
It just mean, traditionally from white people, like traditional whites.
they don't got one for
really
traditional
what they
hip hop.
meant.
Do we have
And
one
that's
of
I'm
those?
so glad you said
But
that.
but they do have best melodic rap.
That's a whole other subgenre.
Yeah.
But what about traditional? Nas, Slick Rick, all of them should be in their own category.
They should.
sure.
They
For
should.
sure.
They have best rap album, but
Nas and Lil
That's how
Nas
they
X shouldn't be in the same category.
Should not.
You get what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Legit. So let's just keep that same energy across the board. Even
I
traditional R&B.
Yeah.
Right? Like if Joe Thomas put out an album today, I don't want to see him in the same category as Summer Walker and SZA. Right? Like it's just
That's
not
what
the
I'm
same. So
saying.
if we're gonna keep that energy, like stand on that and use it across. Like Glorilla at the BET Awards. Why the fuck she winning a gospel award?
I
All
felt
right?
bad. I felt bad. I
Because
felt bad.
wasn't Kirk Franklin was on it though?
No, she was on Kirk Franklin's album.
Oh shit! Well,
No,
Oh no,
Kirk
it was
Franklin
vice
was on
versa.
her
I'm sorry,
album.
yes, vice versa.
So
Yeah.
Kirk really won it. You know, shout out to Kirk.
we gotta keep that same energy, man. That's all I'm saying about the country thing. Like,
That's a good point.
y'all wanna-
I think Maverick City was on it. Maverick City is a huge gospel group, though.
For sure. And that was
Yeah.
the BET Awards. With the
Right.
Grammys, again, it's just a little bit more different. There's a lot more categories. There's a
Yeah.
lot more prestige. That's the most prestigious honor you can get in music.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And so if we're going to do that for that genre, because it seems to be inflated,
Yeah.
because New Eye seems to be infiltrating the culture and the music. And obviously, Beyonce probably is leading the charge in that. We got the Shabuzis and some of the other artists. But
Yeah.
I think it's another power move. We was talking about Beyonce and Hove a little bit earlier, but it just goes to their power, right? And their influence to where now they're moving things so she can't win because she just makes that, type of impact. So I do think we should, because you started talking about Slick Rick, right? Yeah. He could have a phenomenal album. Mm-hmm. But should he still be competing or considered in the same, category as some of these people who are, active today and have the budgets today? Like, I think we should just keep that same energy and put Lil Wayne in that shit too. When you make it.
I would like to say something about the BET Awards. I will say I did enjoy this show. Wait, was this a talking point that you had?
Let's go for it. No, go. Whatever you want to talk about.
I did enjoy the show, but I do feel like the categories, the people who were in the categories didn't necessarily make the most sense. Like, I'm like, it felt very regional and like very not tapped into like what people are actually listening to as far as like the people who are nominated.
What stood out to you? Do you remember one thing that stood out to you?
As far as like, why is this person nominated?
Yeah. I'm trying to look for an example of that.
Because Nicki. Okay. Nicki don't got nothing out right now. Love Cardi. Cardi don't got nothing out right now. They were in the female category.
Wow. That's a fair point.
Cardi got a snippet out.
Yeah, and I think Nicki got that single out with Wayne. But that was a feature. But
But they haven't been as active in
this
2025.
Right. I just don't understand that.
To even be nominated. Because that's a snub. A nomination, not even being nominated when you deserve it is also a snub, whether you win or not. So I'm with you on that. Yeah. I like that. Okay. I like that.
Even though all right, never mind. I don't want to do it.
You sure?
I don't want no problems yet.
Okay. All right.
Shit. Keep to yourself.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. But just speaking to your point of being tapped in, I do think that we did big up the BET Awards on the pod. We love what they did this year. Everybody looked great. The production was great. Yeah. We love the nostalgia of it. So, we do support the BET Awards and what it is that they did, what it is that they represent. But to your point of just being tapped in more culturally, I think there is a lane for that to exist, right?
At award shows?
Yeah. Just creating that commentary, right? I think there's a lane for a lot of people in our generation that nobody's really tapping into or we're not allowed yet to tap into. But I think recognizing some of our peers or the people who should be, in those conversations is there. I don't know how we get there.
I don't know how. That's what I've been trying to figure out. This shit's like in a Rubik's Cube. I'm up here like,
it is.
Because I don't understand the disconnect. It's right there.
The disconnect is money,
the dollars.
The disconnect is money. The people we see at the award shows.
That's the problem because y'all let these niggas in. Not everything about capital.
But it been about capital. Now I ain't even gonna lie to you. It been about capital since the Source Awards, right?
Really?
I think what?
No.
Hey, you want our artists to show up, right? They gonna win an award? What's the category? Like these are all questions that these executives have to deal with. A lot of which we don't see, but it definitely happens. It's unfortunate. I think the only award show that kind of keeps authenticity, is the Soul Train Awards. Because the type of music that they make, you're forced to pay attention to what's good.
And I feel like all the technology, we got AI shit happening. Why are we not voting in real time and seeing the results?
I'm not mad at that.
You want like legitimacy.
Yeah, I want like we voted for this because we actually not like it, not because you paid us through your programming.
Nyla, this ain't the Kids' Choice Awards. What you mean, nigga? Niggas ain't getting slimed. What you talking? You hear her? She is such a sweet. I love her so much.
I'm with that.
She is such a. I'm with her too, but I'm jaded and I know what's going on.
Because it keeps us honest. It keeps us honest. Yeah. Or like. You can track stock portfolios of like really rich people. I can go look at Donald Trump's stock portfolio right now. I should be able to see who's on the board, on the Academy, where they place their vote. Like maybe that type of transparency is needed, too. Right? Like, all right, Timbaland. Who the fuck did you vote for this year? Like, I know you won the Academy, but I need to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe we should have some type of transparency in that.
I would like that because I'd be confused a lot of times because I'll see like, oh, this record is #1 or this record just got, X amount of whatever, some type of bullshit award that they got awarded either from Billboard, Complex, whatever. And then I go play the record and ain't nobody dancing to it. Don't nobody even know the words. Ain't nobody even a little bit excited to pull out their phone and do a video. So then I'm like, what is that?
Wow.
The disconnect is fucking my head. Because I'm in corporate, but I'm also in these streets and they are not crossing over well.
I don't know. it's tough for me. Shout out to Shiggy, man. My dog Shiggy took to Instagram this week, and he was like, you know what the worst thing about getting older is? You don't know what class everybody was in when y'all was in school. You don't even know this nigga right here had 4 students in his class. That's my problem with like us voting on at the same time, right? And as to why I understand that there's an academy of people, like-minded people who knows what's going on. I am not trying to vote with a nigga that didn't hear any albums this year. I'm not. Yeah. I don't give a fuck if we're doing it in real time or not. Yeah. Right? Like, how much do you know about what's actually being spoken about?
That's true.
That's my only beef.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, before we get out of here. Praise for Bieber, right?
Oh, yeah, man.
Praise for Bieber.
Praise some our guy. How you feel about Justin Bieber? Before I say our guy, because sometimes I be sending prayers to niggas and he be like, wait, hold up.
No, that's his twin.
Yo, nah. Yo, nah.
Yeah, twin.
Yo, nah, what's
JB.
good?
What's good, twin?
Yo, Nala, you good?
Nah, she did that shit.
Come on.
First off, I love Justin Bieber.
Okay.
I feel bad for whatever's been going on in his life.
Yeah.
You can tell that this is a talented individual that is fighting demons. What's fucked up is you always hear about the child stars and the things that they have to go through. But again, you never necessarily see it exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he took to Instagram, right? Savon, are we pulling the same thing?
Yeah, he
text messages?
Posted some screenshots, which were pretty interesting. He didn't tag anybody or say who these exchanges were with. But to summarize it, he just said, hey, I will never suppress my emotions for someone. Conflict is a part of a relationship. If you don't like my anger, you don't like me. My anger is a response to pain that I have been through. Asking a traumatized person not to be traumatized is simply mean. That person then responded and said, I'm not used to someone lashing out at me. It's not that I don't see and feel your anger. Justin says, ouch, this friendship is officially over. I will never accept a man calling my anger lashing out. I feel him on that shit. I enjoyed our short-lived relationship. I wasn't kidding when I told you I didn't need you as a friend. I have good friends who will respect these boundaries. Then he ends it with, now this is when he got gangster. I thought you were a pussy, which is why I always kept my distance, but I was willing to give you the benefit of the doubt. This confirms you are indeed a pussy, as I always thought you were. Please leave me please leave me alone now. And then the person responds, I'm a pussy. And he says, yep, blocking you now.
Who do you think it is? I had nobody in mind until he said the pussy part. Then I'm like,
I am glad that this is a man. I am glad that he said this was a man. Because I've been in like the deep, dark holes of Reddit, and I knew he was having some marital issues, or allegedly. So when I first saw this, I'm like, oh shit, him and his wife may be going through it. This isn't really not the way you want to play this out in the public with your wife. But then when he said it was a man, I'm like, all right, cool. Nigga beef, nigga on nigga, well, white on white beef, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, but I'm glad it was a guy.
Damn, I didn't know he was beefing with his wife. She just became a billionaire. That's the wrong time.
Yeah.
Or the right time.
I know.
Depending on how you look at it. Oh, shit. Oh, niggas gonna need spousal support, right?
For sure.
Y'all gonna need it, because City Boys are not up right now. But yeah, I love Justin.
Me too.
I hope.
And he's got some weird videos that he's been posting, and obviously we, and when I say we, I mean just the culture, has been associating him with the Diddy stuff when it first started, and a lot of speculation there. Who knows what's going on in his head? We've seen him with the paparazzi. I don't know if y'all seen him lash out against the paparazzi lately, and like he doesn't look like a pop star right now, right? He's grown his beard out, and he kind of looks a little scruffy. He has some health issues. A few years ago, we had to cancel the tour. So we know he's been through a lot. But again, it's just prayers out to him, because somebody posting that on his personal social media page is concerning. And I feel like we never really have these type of conversations until the worst happens. And in this case, when you're this famous and have this much access and this many people are invested in you, the worst is, passing. Untimely passing, right? So, hopefully somebody can get this to Justin. Let him know we here with him, man, and hopefully he gets through whatever he's going through.
I think he getting through it. I just saw him kiss SZA on stage, or try to, so he gonna get there.
I ain't see that one.
Yeah,
I saw him with Sexy Red though.
Oh yeah.
Damn, he might have a type.
This is not how you get through it, guys. Crashing out doesn't get fixed with.
You think he crashing out now? You think he crashing out?
This is a crash.
This is a crash. This isn't like a. It's not like a
Wale crash out.
It's always so difficult for me because watch yourself.
I don't want Wale to be the standard for crash
Watch
out.
yourself. It's always so difficult for me because with some of these stars, we never really get to see who they really are.
Yeah.
Like behind closed doors,
sure.
right? We only get the superstar,
Polished,
the polished version of them. For me, it'd be like, okay, is this how you really been, but you're done hiding? Right? I done heard him sing, you know the one.
One less
Lonely
lonely
nigga.
girl.
He said lonely.
No,
it was nigga.
girl.
It was nigga.
Yeah.
One less
I heard him
lonely
sing it
girl.
myself.
That's the remix.
No, he remixed
He
it.
should have never did that.
He remixed his own shit.
He was 5. But
Yeah,
man, I just, I was watching this
Get right with your
documentary.
girl.
I was watching this documentary this past week, and I think it's called The Dark Side of Hollywood. Let me get that right, but it's on HBO Max.
Yup.
And it's a series of just different tragic events that's happened in Hollywood across time.
Pee-wee?
And
This
isn't the Pee Wee Herman one. No.
okay.
It's a
I seen the
series, and
Pee-wee
it just has different scenarios. I think one of them actually had stalking superstars, and they focused on Ashanti. She had a really bad stalker or whatever. But I say all this to say, it relates to Justin Bieber. Y'all, all right, I'm about to date us again. Don't call me OG or big bro or unk, all right? We gang. Just keep it there.
It's already too late.
But there was a documentary on the Power Rangers.
Oh, yeah, facts.
And they talked about all of the tragedy around a lot of the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Untimely deaths, domestic violence, people going to jail, people dying, suicide, all of these things. And the main, I don't know if y'all was tapped into Power Rangers for real?
Yeah, I knew what was going on.
You knew Tommy.
Yeah, the red one.
He was red, he was white, he was green. He was a little bit of everything.
Oh, yeah.
But he was like the main Power Ranger. He was the face of it for a really long time. And he committed suicide. He self-transitioned a few years ago. And I'm just thinking about Justin Bieber because that level of fame, in the 90s, the Power Rangers was the biggest selling, like before the MCU, before the Marvel movies, like it was the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And he was the one. He was the guy. And he struggled with some of these things. And he right before he passed away, he would upload to his social media just almost crying out for help. Like, hey guys, I'm fighting these demons. If you have these thoughts, just check in. The signs were there for him. And obviously he's not as large as a Justin Bieber, but to some he damn near was. Like he was a massive star for that era. So yeah, I just thought about Justin Bieber when I saw that and I was watching that doc. And so yeah, I don't want to be one of those people who does it when it's too late.
Yeah, it does break my heart that people may look normal or they might look like they're okay and you're really not. Like you can't wear mental health, but there's people that look fine outside smoking a cigarette, and then the next thing you know, they're like losing their mind.
That is a bar.
Yep.
You can't wear mental health.
Can't.
ChatGPT.
Nah.
That's not you. That's original.
We need to talk.
No, that's right.
I love that. That's fire. That's fire. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else, man. I think I'm good. Anything you want to get off your chest, Nyla? You good?
Come on, Nyla. You got a lot to say today.
No.
Sure?
Good? I'm just happy to be here.
You gonna come back?
Yeah, next Tuesday.
I ain't mad. Look at that.
Bad. Say that. Say no more.
I'm not mad. Alex, you good, bro? We straight? We out of here?
Yeah, man. I feel beautiful, man. I feel great.
Shit.
If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and comment.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Before we do get out of here, though, I do want to shout out a podcast.
Okay.
Shit. Let me find this podcast.
Shots.
We Sound Crazy. Have y'all heard of the We Sound Crazy
We
podcast?
Sound Crazy.
No, but I like the name.
We Sound Crazy podcast. They seem to be, I haven't listened to any other of the interviews, but they did an interview with my guy Neo.
Oh.
Really, really great job. They go backwards. It's kind of like almost like the R&B Money podcast where they just highlight R&B.
Yeah.
And it was just one of those where I'm like, you know what? When we get on the pod, I want to make sure I shout them out. They did a phenomenal job. Great questions.
Okay.
It actually, it reminded me of your interview style, right? Like it was personable. It was also informative. It was fun. They knew what they was talking about.
Nice.
So yeah, please go check them out. They're super, super dope. I think they're based in like Nashville. Real songwriters, real music city.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? Like they did their thing. So please tap in specifically to that interview. I learned a lot about my guy and just staying in, my time zone, right? right? I gotta stay where I'm at. Nyla, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Don't cross it.
But yeah, we appreciate y'all rocking with us. Like Alex said, if you made it this far in the podcast, there is no reason you haven't liked, comment, subscribed, all of those things across social, on YouTube. Nyla Symone, thank you for joining us as always.
Thank you guys for having me.
She had no choice though.
What?
Nah, she definitely had a choice.
All right, my fault. She had a choice.
She most definitely had a choice.
What he on?
Hey, that's your twin.
You wasn't supposed to be here?
I forgot about it. Don't do that.
What had happened was
Frankie was here.
You lucky we had our in-house alien to hold us down,
Frankie
and he took your seat. That's all right. You made up for it today,
Thank
girl.
you,
Alex
Frankie.
Petty.
Girl, you were marvelous today.
But yeah, thank y'all, and we will catch y'all again next week.
Yeah.
Peace out, y'all.
Gang.